Welcome to the Sativa Cross Podcast, coming to you live from Trenton, New Jersey. This is the Ignorance is No Excuse Tour live podcast. Part of the Fully Baked Radio Show, coming to you live from Trenton, New Jersey, right outside Chris Christie's office. What's up, Mr. Barini?
Do not turn that down. Wow. So, you're listening to sativacross.com on we gotta wait for the adult humor after the kids leave across the street.
We actually have a kid show today.
Yes.
Doing a kid show.
Family show.
It's the morning zoo with you. It's Wayne and Lefty.
Quack, quack,
We're
quack,
gonna be
quack.
a little wacky today. Welcome.
If you're in Jersey, come on down to the Trenton State House. Don't be afraid. No state troopers are here. No one's getting arrested.
Not yet. Not yet, my friend.
See, you were getting everything set. You saw me across the street getting everything set.
What were you doing over there?
I was medicating.
I know.
Heavily medicating. So you tell me we have a little program show today. We actually have a program. There it is. There it is, everybody. I like it. SativaCross.com. Just got back from Rhode Island. They had a beautiful, they called it the Rhode Island Cannabis Convention, but it was actually the New England Cannabis Convention in Rhode Island. It will be in Maine next, and then Boston, and it'll be in your city soon. And while there, oh my God, what a blast. Everything cannabis related was there.
Nice.
Had all kind of booths, vendors. It's gonna be like that when when Governor Big Boy's gone. Governor Christie will leave, and we're going to be like Rhode Island, I guarantee you. It's going to be reciprocal. We'll have real dispensaries where they make edibles. They make healing oil. You know the healing oil? You know, come here, Lefty, let me see that head. You've been healed.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
I don't know if I believe in that stuff, though. I believe in healing oil, but not the...
Well, that's just an extra, you know. We add that on there. You know what I'm saying? that makes them believe.
That was good, though. Did it again?
That, huh?
Did I again? Oh, I did it wrong.
You've been healed. Amen. Hallelujah.
It sounds like something coming out of it doesn't sound too good.
All right, we got
But
kids here.
we can't talk about anything like that because this is our wacky morning show today, folks. We're doing a wacky morning cannabis show today. But kids need cannabis too. I know a lot of kids that suffer from epilepsy and seizures and
Jax.
cancer, like Jax.
Got kicked out of school.
Jax just got suspended from school, and he didn't even do anything wrong. Can you believe that? How do you get suspended for not doing anything wrong? His mom did something wrong. Made a mistake.
Maybe it wasn't his mom.
Who knows?
Maybe Jax did it.
Okay, let's say Jax did do that. Is he responsible enough for himself to make those decisions? I don't think he is.
I think he is.
Really?
I think he's like, yo, there's those special medicine that I like. Let me take that with me.
Okay, so you think he made a conscious decision? He could have made a conscious decision to take it to school, possibly.
Yes.
But even so, is that a bad thing?
No. It's like, hey, look, there's my good. When I was a kid, I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I did. I liked it. Sugar Bear. Remember Sugar Bear?
Sugar Bear.
Honey Bear.
Isn't that what the girls call you now?
Well, no, that's something else. You know, that little bear, you know, that cereal, Sugar Smacks, Honey
I
Smacks.
love those. You can eat those without milk, you know.
Well, yeah, I used to get my mommy used to give me the little teddy bear dude, and I used to bring him everywhere. So my point is, you know, like maybe I had him and I wanted to take him to school. I would have brought him with me, yes. Yes. I mean, it's obvious. Maybe it's not obvious, but he knows to eat it because that's what he does every day.
Yeah.
And maybe that's his way of saying that's what he wants. You know? Regardless, to suspend them from school, that's stupid.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel bad for him. He's got enough problems.
Not only that, how do they know? How do they know that it's marijuana? I mean, did they test it? If you read the story, it's kind of like, oh, they saw these two little green pills, you know, and they're just assuming, you know, that it's something bad. Meanwhile, it's the kid's medicine. Go figure. You know the whole messed up part? The whole messed up part is he left this hellhole in New Jersey, and they're still giving him crap in Colorado. And that's where it's all out legal. I think this guy, our governor, because it's obvious he's not running for president because he knows he ain't going to win. But I think if this guy had his act together, I believe that he would make this New Jersey medical marijuana program right. He would perfect it. And in perfecting it, I believe, you know, you wouldn't have to legalize marijuana. But since he has he's got no desire to perfect what we have here in Jersey. And it seems no matter what it is, whatever the governor touches, it breaks. Doesn't matter if it's a medical marijuana program.
I wish the governor was more like you in your portrayal of the governor, because I think he's more likable as you. You're actually a better governor than he would be.
Oh, I'd be a great governor.
I think you would be. I'd vote for you.
And I would take your vote.
Toilet bowl and all. I think you were great on the toilet. I thought that was amazing.
And
hey,
the funny part is they watched the video in Rhode Island, bro.
What'd they think of it?
One lady came up to me. She said, you know, I was going to unfollow you on Facebook. But she said, you know, good thing, you know, that I love you, and it was just a role. And she said, she gave me, well,
be nice.
I know, I can't. She pretty much told me I had to clean it up. I had to clean my act up.
Clean your act up?
Yes.
Why?
Because she
I like your act. I think you're great.
Well, she didn't like seeing all the anatomy.
Oh, come on. That was the funniest thing ever.
Well, she was talking about Morristown, too.
That was awesome.
Well, I could understand where she was coming from.
You can understand? I can't. I think the stuff you've done has been brilliant. It's been brilliant. Absolutely. Award-winning performances that we've seen from you in the last...
I would say it's R-rated.
You did romance you did a romance. You did a drama.
A drama.
You've done the comedy. You've done it all.
I try.
You're amazing. I mean, out of nowhere comes Wayne Barini.
Thank you.
I mean, really, you're going to hear a lot from this guy. Watch. And listen to his voice on the radio. It's like butter, isn't it, William? Oh, jeez, I'm listening. Listen to William. Yeah, his voice is like butter. Yeah.
You know, that's another thing. You know, you see all the videos, too, that my camera guys are pumping out.
I saw some of them.
Why is his a-hole in all the videos?
I want to know what happened to you in the bathroom. Here, You need the microphone for this because something happened to you in the bathroom. And I want to know more about this. What did you do in the bathroom, Bill? I'm going to do a commercial for you, so please talk because I have a commercial. I'm going to do a free commercial. No, I'm going to do a free commercial for you. You know, I make a commercial for this guy. You know how much a commercial costs to make? Thousands of dollars. What does he give me? What does he give me?
He gives you grief.
He gives me a flag.
Can you make it longer?
He gives me a flag.
You gave him a flag?
Really?
Oh, what else is he gonna give you?
Medical-freedom.com. And he's got a website, medical-freedom.com. He's got a whole business, and he gives me a flag.
What's he gonna say? No.
What? Let me ask you a question. What kind of flags do you sleep with at night? I know you sleep with the flags at night. The flag with an L. Well, you sleep with them at night, don't you? You cuddle with them? You spoon with the flags? Bill? Here, take a mic. There you go. Do you spoon with these flags? How close do you get to these flags? With an L.
Arm's length.
Arm's length? Don't you cuddle with them?
I don't do that.
You don't cuddle.
You think I should do that? I don't do that.
Don't you love the flags? I love the flags.
I love a lot of things.
I bet you he sleeps with like 5 flags.
Yeah, I bet you cuddle with them. Are you on the top or on the bottom? Tell me, top or bottom, Bill?
I bet you he sandwiches them.
I think you're on the bottom.
He could sandwich.
You seem like you're on the bottom.
The flag.
Of the flag.
Sandwich him.
Flag with an L.
Cellar dweller all my life.
Cellar dweller. What does that mean? Is that rat hole stuff? You talking about? What are you talking about?
Cellar dweller.
I don't know, Bill. Bill from medical-freedom.com is acting very strange today.
Cellar dweller. That's like like a bad baseball team. Like the Phillies. We're in the cellar.
Actually,
or is that like the cellar?
There seems to be a lot of misunderstandings, miscommunications, misinterpretations.
Yeah, there you go. I want to see how fat I am.
Hi.
Yes.
Misinterpretations about what?
Yeah.
About what happened to you in Rhode Island?
No, not at all. Nothing happened to me in Rhode Island.
That's not what I heard.
No, it wasn't him.
Nothing happened to me.
That poor trash can.
Nothing happened to me.
What happened? They don't use toilets up in Rhode Island?
Pardon me?
They don't use toilets in Rhode Island?
Yeah, but if they're full or occupied.
So what happened? You ran into the bathroom, and it was occupied. Now I've gone through this I've gone through this in Irvington. This happened to me in Irvington.
This was Little Ferry.
Yes. Can you hear okay, Bill? Are you sure?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear?
So you run into the bathroom,
Yes.
and what happens?
I went to the bathroom.
Where?
In the bathroom.
Where?
In the bathroom. I went to the bathroom.
In the toilet?
I went in the bowl.
What kind of a bowl was it?
Lord of mercy.
Was there water or was there solid? Was there water or was there plastic in there?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I heard you went to the bathroom in a trash can.
My God, I have no idea who would even start that rumor.
Oh my God! I heard from 2 people that you did this, Bill.
Hold on, rumor.
So actually, you would like me to say yes.
Just the truth. Just the truth will do.
I want to know what happened and what made you go to the
will
bathroom in a
set you
trash
free.
can. Why did you do that? Why?
I had to go.
But then you ask out. Who'd you ask for help? You said, "Help me." You asked somebody for help. Who'd you ask?
Hey, don't go nowhere. I need some help.
Help me.
The same person who decided to create this.
Create what? Your BM?
So it didn't happen?
Well, I wasn't about to say anything about it.
You think that we're not going to talk about you going to the bathroom in a not appropriate place?
It was appropriate.
We're supposed to look up to you. You have gray hair. You're an old dude. You're like 90. We're supposed to look up to you. And you're doing stuff like that? Now Wayne's going to start doing stuff like that.
Who says I haven't? In the previous...
See, look. Now he's...
I really don't think that I'm the only one in the existence of humanity that has ever done this.
The only one here.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Well, I'm the only one you can conveniently pick on. Ooh! Let's have entertainment. We'll surround it around poop from Rhode Island. No. Great show. Great topic.
Actually, he was from New Jersey. This poop from New Jersey.
And still clinging to an incident.
No, it's clinging to a toilet.
That
to
took
a trash can.
place on Sunday. Today's Thursday. They're still talking about it.
How do you forget about that?
I know, we're on. Yeah, but I'm just bad segue.
Oh, somebody dropped the mic in hard.
Bad segue. Okay, that's a good segue. Jim Miller wants us to be serious, and I don't blame him. Bill, why are you talking about this stuff? What is wrong with you? Why do you bring up this horrible stuff? We're trying to do a serious show here about cannabis.
It was all about your personal entertainment.
It's just embarrassing that you would, do
Yeah,
that.
it is, and that's a shame that you had to resort to that.
Yes, it is. Why are you pointing at him?
Yeah, what are you,
Point to both of you.
point at a mirror.
Point
Point at a
at him.
mirror.
You're right. Point at him.
Go point at a mirror.
I had nothing to do with it. I was just talking about Rhode Island.
The only time.
Right.
Oh, old man. You want to go there, old man?
Yeah.
I was just talking about
I
Rhode
really
Island.
don't think you want to go there.
Oh, let's go there. Let's dance. Let's dance, my friend. Go ahead. You started off.
I don't think you can handle the dip and spin.
I can handle it, baby.
Come over here, Bill, so we can see you.
I can handle it. Come on, baby. Dip and spin.
I like the dip and spin, Bill.
And anyway, from my understanding, we're going to be having a little birthday party today for Cheryl Miller. Today's Cheryl's birthday, by the way.
No one tells me this stuff.
And we talked about this for 2 weeks.
Come on camera, Bill, over here, please.
I wasn't here for 2 weeks. So I was off last week.
We talked about this for 2 weeks. We discussed the possibility of doing donations for a little party. But as I look around, we got a half a dozen people here today.
This is my donation right here.
It's early yet.
Yeah.
It's early yet.
Jim made a cake.
Where is it? I'm hungry.
Jim Miller made a cake. See? Birthday cake.
Oh, damn.
Come on in, Jim. Bring Charlotte's birthday cake over to the table, please.
Man, you don't bring cake to a fat boy. What's the matter with you?
Look at that.
I guess my diet ain't starting today. Look at that. Damn. All right, that's mine. Where's yours?
You were lucky that didn't have a piece out of it already.
Yo, hold on, Johnny. How's that?
Not bad.
So, Jim, today's Cheryl's birthday.
Today would have been Cheryl's 69th birthday.
69th birthday, wow.
Yeah, she was getting old.
Wow.
She wasn't allowed to get old, actually, though. She passed away when she was 57. And I still remember the 21st. It's a pretty special day. You know, we just celebrated birthdays, had a good time. So, have a piece of birthday cake later on. And, I would think it's fitting, in honor of it being Cheryl's birthday, that maybe we recognize something we have now. She never did.
It's medical marijuana.
Other people.
Okay.
When we walked across the state in 1993, when I walked across the state pushing a wheelchair, to get attention for this, I found two other people that would help, Pete Christopher and a guy named John Pease, who was involved in old school New Jersey Normal. They made sure there's a new invention back then called the fax machine. And it was good for sending out press releases. So John sent out press releases, so everybody was alerted, and it did get media interest. That was the other two people. That was 93. So in 97, 4 years later, when it was announced in the Star Ledger that Cheryl would commit an act of civil disobedience from her hospital bed, placed that next to the last pillar over there, there was a total of 4 of us, including her and me. The other two people that were with us for that event were not from New Jersey. So the fact that somebody could only move her head was going to use a cannabis tincture to show how it worked as a test drew 2 other people, neither from New Jersey. That was 1997. That wasn't all that long ago. I'm glad she got to see that it picked up steam, starting with California in 96. And now, you can't turn a corner without seeing a medical marijuana advocate or activist. We're everywhere. But here's the problem. You ever see one of them B-grade movies where, you know, it's like Chuck Norris and he's playing pool and 8 guys want to kick his ass? What do? They all run up one at a time, and he dispatches them one after the other. Where in Billy Jack, as good as he was in the park scene where after he put his foot in this guy's face, they all rushed him together and kicked his ass. We're like the Chuck Norris movie. We do things kind of ourselves in different directions. We have numbers now. We don't coordinate. We are like a herd of cats. And I like to see that we've changed that on Thursdays a little bit. Wayne set the example, going in, bring a letter to his senator, looking for him to write the Senate version of the bill, not knowing it was already about to be introduced. And 5 of us went in last week and delivered letters, and I got to see the Senate Minority Leader in the process. We're taking advantage. We're not just, you know, you got to try the front door first, and that's what Cheryl and I always did. And when that wasn't open, we did whatever we felt was necessary. So I like to remember stuff like that on her birthday. You know, I think she really would have liked that we get out and do this regardless if the crowd shows up or not. That when people can't come to Trenton, you guys take the time every week to bring Trenton to wherever they are if they want to see that. We deliver letters for them. They could email me a letter to their senator, and I will hand deliver it to the appropriate office. And after today, after MS patient Brian Cummings gets here and delivers a letter to his senator, that'll bring the total to 7, including Wayne, 7.
Well, no, I actually got to go back, I believe.
You do? Yeah, you got to ask for co-sponsorship now. Yeah. We'll save that for next week so we have somebody going in each week. You know, what I'm just saying is we've done all we can, and I'd like to see more participation at the simplest of levels, like taking part. Email a letter, stay home. You could watch it get delivered on the podcast. You could see your letter going off into the State House. I mean, could we make it any easier for people to take part? And, you know, you guys travel, what, an hour and a half each way. I mean, you get 6 hours travel time just between the two of you to come here and put this on for people. So, I'm liking it, though. It can't be ignored this way. So a little later on, you know, we'll have a little bit of cake. Oh, good. I'm going to put one of them in the top of the cake.
Birthday treats. I like it.
Nice.
Hey, Cindy.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Robert, how you
Hello,
doing?
Governor.
Hello, Governor.
Hello.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
Can I have some porridge, please?
What is this that you just gave me? What is this?
Can I please have some more porridge?
What is that? What is this, Cindy? Cindy, what is this?
That is. It is a. It's not medible. I have the medible is in my pocket. That's just.
Talk into the mic here.
Here you go.
Tell me what that is.
Here we got little shot glasses.
Good.
Those are marijuana leaf ring pops.
Oh, really?
Yes, marijuana leaf ring pops.
Yeah.
And then we can play a little maybe pop pong and see if we can get the balls in the shot glasses.
Oh.
Well, if you've seen the videos, my balls are too big.
Yes, I know. Your balls are much too big to fit in those cups. No doubt about it. Now, men, we have to eat these before they melt.
Oh, my. La-da-da-da-da.
Nice.
Okay.
I love getting gifts.
Take a bite
What's
and
that?
share.
Is this medicated?
That is
You eat
a
it.
double medicated piece.
Double medicated.
Uh-oh.
Double medicated?
Double medicated.
It's got nuts and all in there, baby.
I like nuts. I love nuts in my mouth.
I know you do. I got 2 more for
Share
you,
with
baby.
Wayne.
Arthur, share it with you.
Thank you,
And share
baby
with
cake.
Wayne. Hey, guys.
Mmm, that's good. That's yummy. Nom, nom, nom.
Bob and Jim. Bob and Jim.
Okay. Wow. This is great.
Yeah, snack time.
I like
Snack
this.
time.
I have no drink, though.
Oh, yeah, but they taste great, right?
Pretend you got a drink.
Definitely tastes great.
Less filling.
Very less filling.
You got any
tastes
tea?
Great.
You got any lean?
I got some tea over
Good, you
there.
like that?
Hold on, Lefty. Let me get some tea.
Have some tea.
Not bad. Bob.
So we are live from the Trenton State House here, outside Chris Christie's office. This is worldwide.
Eating candy.
We're eating candy,
Medicated.
and we're having a good time here on a dreary Thursday.
Medicated.
Dreary Thursday. Thursday, May 21st. It's almost noon. 3 minutes to noon. This is the Ignorance is No Excuse show.
Who wants to lick my hand?
Look at you with your dirty hand.
Look, Wayne. I'm pulling you. Look.
That's absolutely disgusting. It's not that kind of show, you know.
And this is what we do on Fully Baked Radio.
So,
Wanna lick my hand?
Yo, listen up, people.
Yes, man.
yo,
This is a special announcement.
Yes.
On Monday, I don't know where the hell we're going to be, but Charlotte Green will be here.
Okay.
She is the lady from Alaska that was on the news, and she was just like, F it, I'm quitting.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. She's coming here.
She will be in New Jersey with us, wherever our Fully Baked Radio show is going to be on Monday.
Awesome. That is so awesome. You know, Ed's got a crush on her.
Well, she doesn't like, let's put it this way, she has jungle fever. I got a better shot.
Oh, she don't like dreadlocks. I understand.
You know what I'm saying, baby?
I hear you, baby. She
Don't cut my
wants to
mic
rub
off.
That noggin.
oh,
And
Whoa.
cocaine, noggin,
It's a
whatever you
hot
want to call
chick
it.
there, Wayne.
I was yeah. I wouldn't mind it.
So how'd you get her down here? What was your secret?
Ed claims it was him. He's like, she's put a little something about being in New Jersey, and I put something on, and yeah, and I messaged her, and I was like, I was so high. I was like, yo, thanks for being on our radio show. Phil says she never was on. I could have sworn she was on the radio show. Charlotte Green. I could have sworn she was. But anyway, I was like, yeah, thanks for being on the radio show. We'd really like you to come down. You know, check out Fully Baked Radio. And she was like, hey, listen, I'm coming down on Monday, May 25th. I'm like, wow, ironic. That's the day we do our shows. So she's like, well, if you want to get people to come in, we'll do some kind of function. I was like, okay. And then, like, from there, it's like I just light up a joint, and I'm like, okay, Ed, take care of it.
Yeah, sounds great.
So,
Nice.
of course he hasn't
Getting
probably.
some fresh celebrities down here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Lefty, do you know today 2:15 I have to go for my thyroid biopsy results.
you're going to be all right. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't sweat it.
I really think I'm going to be okay. I mean, I take the cancer cure. I don't see how I can have cancer. I think they're just trying to scare the shit out of me. That's what I think.
It's protocol. They're putting you through the system.
Oh, yeah, they wanted to hold me down, torture me with sticking a whole bunch of needles in my throat. They love torturing people, don't they?
That's what they do.
I'm sure that was not good for my thyroid.
That is what they do.
Yep, that's all they want.
I look like a big. Never
Want to
mind.
torture people. Hello. How you
Good day,
doing?
good day, good day.
Glad to see you. People still coming out in the rain.
It's raining down at the train station.
It's raining at the
Really?
train station. It is not raining on us here at the State House, so please come on down.
Never rains here on us.
Never rains on us.
Because we have a tent.
The sun is always shining on us
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
because God is on our side.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Yes, amen. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
This segment is brought to you by medical-freedom.com. Bill's Flags with an L. Please purchase his flags with an L.
Flags with an L.
Bill loves the flags with an L.
Bill
And he
loves
put-
sleeping with flags.
Yes, he puts all his heart and soul into those flags.
Yeah, does he like a big, thick flag, Bill? Bill, where's Bill?
Bill,
right here.
I like the big, thick flags.
I like getting sandwiched by my flags in my room.
Hey, I heard that you got those like blanket flags.
Wait a minute. Wait, what the hell was that? Was that
That's his grandma.
that was
What voice you doing there,
whose
Cindy?
voice is that?
That's grandma's voice.
No, do it lower. Do a little lower.
Like when I'm smoking?
Oh, you want Grandpa's voice. Okay, well, Grandpa wants some of those
That's awful. That's
fleece
awful. All right,
blankets
that's enough.
made of flags.
I'm turning your mic off.
All right, I'm going to give it back to Grandma.
Now, after you, what is wrong with you that you have to be like that?
Jesus.
I'm not Jesus. I'm Grandma.
Oh, yeah.
All right, do Bill again. I like Bill.
Oh, do him again?
What, you want Bill?
Do Bill again.
You want Bill again?
Do Bill again.
Bill with the...
Do Bill again.
Okay.
Go do Bill again.
I don't want to do Bill. I'm straight.
What do you say? Bill's a woman? She's calling you a woman, Bill.
No, I think she's calling him gay.
Oh,
She said, I don't want to do Bill. I'm straight.
Bill,
what does that mean?
Bill, is there an L on your flag or what? Tell me.
Or a G.
Is there an L?
Or is
LGBTV.
it,
Bill, do your flags have an L or not?
or is it an H?
I need to know. Do you sleep with these flags?
There's not enough on
And do you like the big fat flags to sleep with?
Come on, fess up.
I'm asking.
We know.
Big
Yeah,
fat.
we know you can't hear. That's why we're making fun of you.
I like all flags.
I like the big thick flags.
I like them all.
I like them all, yeah.
I like a fat, thin.
I bet you Bill's got
Black,
some flag
white.
panties on.
Sativa, indica, I like them all.
What do you think? Flag panties?
Yeah, medicalfreedom.com.
I think he's got the 420 panties on.
Medical-freedom.com.
Yeah.
Please go to medical-freedom.com and buy a flag with an L. I have the best flags around.
What do you think about kids? Do you think they can understand medical?
Oh, yes.
A whole bunch of them there.
I think we should start education
I don't know about that.
for the younger population.
Well, there are children that suffer from epilepsy.
Yes,
That,
and
that use cannabis.
yes, and it's helping children that have
helping.
Darvet syndrome,
It's-
suffer from seizures.
Dravet.
Dravet.
Give Jim the microphone there. I think Jim knows.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I think kids are a lot smarter than adults give them credit for being. And can you get that word in the background? Danny, you want to step to the side, please?
Who's Donnie?
Yes. Anyway, I just think that kids are smarter than adults give them credit for. So that I know when I was young in like 3rd, 4th grade, I know that if my mom or dad was sick and marijuana would help them be better, who wouldn't understand that that makes it medicine? So sometimes I think when children are smarter than adults about a situation, about if it works, then it should, help. I think maybe it's kids that could be educating adults. The DARE program, if they'd ever dealt with medical marijuana in all the years they've been teaching kids about marijuana, I think maybe it would be off on a better foot. So I was just saying, while there are young'uns in the house here that we respect their intelligence far more than some people who are trying to educate them about marijuana do, that marijuana is medicine. It helps keep people from dying. It helps people live with less pain.
Let's teach them the word cannabis, too.
Yes, and actually marijuana is the racist term. Marijuana is the same thing as cannabis. And
like cannabis.
that would be a way to start. I agree with that. So anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to the fact that children are a lot more understanding of things than we give them credit for. And instead of talking at kids, sometimes I think we should talk to them directly. And good for the parents who do. There are a lot.
Also, besides
Jim, hold on. I want you to hold that mic because me and Wayne are shock jocks. So whenever kids come around, I've given you the mic. You're going to have the mic, and you're going to save us from any...
Yeah, so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah, so...
Well, the fact that my wife's birthday would have been today, and my wife died. She died 12 years ago.
Happy birthday, Cheryl.
But marijuana helped my wife keep from crying with all the pain she suffered. Marijuana
Cannabis.
was good
Cannabis.
for my wife before she died. She was very sick. And I would think that anybody should want their parents and their friends to be well, no matter what it takes. I just think that it's time that gets explained a little more clearly, especially at a younger age. I'm always impressed at the understanding of the serious nature of this that children give us. While adults are the first ones to make jokes about it, kids don't make jokes. They understand that being sick is not a joke, and whatever works is not a joke. And it doesn't matter what other people think about it. When it was my wife's life, I helped her get marijuana illegally because the law wouldn't help her. And I loved my wife a lot. And I would have done anything for her. And when I was young, I would have done anything to help my parents. And I'd like to think if I were in 5th grade, that I would understand that if my mom or dad was sick too, that I'd want the truth.
Yes. They also got to know that they should do their own research and not believe everything they're told.
Yeah,
Because
well,
a lot of people are conditioned at a early age.
well, questioning things is good, but like Lefty said, starting right off with cannabis is medicine, marijuana is cannabis.
But then you're going to have the oppositional side telling them lies.
What? Say who?
Say what now?
Well, you know they're going to be getting half-truths. Is this on?
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
Hello.
Okay, this isn't the Cindy show. Give it back. That's it. You're done. You had your chance.
Hey, do you remember what happened? What was it, about 4 weeks ago? A class came in, and one of the students wanted to take a picture of the demonstration, and a teacher held up their hand in front of the camera and wouldn't let students take a picture of us because of the word marijuana. And it was funny because you could see they were perplexed at why.
Yeah.
They're out there. It's obviously legal. You know, this is where they get to grow up and celebrate their freedoms too as well. And I think we set a good example most of the time.
Cover their ears. Cover their eyes.
Yeah,
Oh
don't.
my God.
We should have handed them all.
Oh my God.
Well, that's why I like to put it in the simple terms that when a plant can keep somebody from having pain and it can keep them from dying, that's a good plant,
Hey,
not a bad
It
plant.
got me off 8 different medicines.
Well, anyway, we celebrate today 4th grade. I'm pretty good at this. That could be 4th grade.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Anyway, they're pretty smart. So I hope that when classes do visit, they take something home besides what they learn about the State House and about our government, as they're learning that you have the ability to show up when you disagree and walk right up to the steps of your state government and politely, to a degree, disagree. That's the best part about this country. It's what really separates us from a lot of other places, and I think we're set a good example when we show up, especially to, well, 4th graders would be my guess. I don't see anybody shaking their head like they're an insulted 5th grader, or somebody being proud because they were only in 3rd grade and we got them elevated.
I think the kids look pretty interested, and I think they're smart enough to understand it's a plant.
Well,
It's
but-
just a plant.
matter of getting down to their level and actually explaining it to them and leveling with them, and not treating them like they're so dumb.
People should definitely explain the truth
I had a
to
good
them.
talk with my niece who's 8 years old yesterday about it.
Hello. Sorry. Yeah, it's all about just actually getting down to their level and explaining things to them. I was talking to my niece the other day, who's 10 years old, who was talking about one of her friends, one of the people at the festival we were at last weekend, who's a bad person because they do pot.
Right.
Because
We're
they
taught
do
that.
pot, and that's bad. It's so bad. So I got down to her level, I got on my knee, and I said, why is it? Like, that hurts me every time you say that. Every time you think pot just makes somebody criminals, it makes a person into a bad person. You can't take that. Like, it just doesn't work that way. It's a medicine. She said, well, why didn't they give it to my grandma while she was dying? I said, because the government, the people making the most money off this, they're getting paid to keep hemp illegal. That's the big issue. Hemp would hurt cotton, it would hurt paper, it would hurt DuPont, and they've got a lot of lobbyists, a lot of money keeping it illegal. It doesn't matter that it's medicine. It doesn't matter that it's proven for nausea.
What's your name? First, come over here so we can see you. And what's your name, first of all?
My name is Garrett Starkey.
Garrett Starkey. I'm Lefty. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to
Good
meet
see
you, too.
I'm glad to hear your story, man. So how did you come to this conclusion?
I did some research on it, and like, from when I was a little kid, I always heard that it was terrible. It was a gateway drug. It was so strong, and it was dangerous, and it would lead to this and that. And so I did my own research. I found bipartisan sites and websites and books to actually look into it, and it seemed like a huge piece of propaganda, like a big joke, big kind of facade over our eyes that, no, this is bad. I don't care what you think. It's wrong. And I look back to DuPont's cousin. He had this cousin, Harry Kissinger.
No, keep going. You're getting warmer.
Hasslinger. It was hard to pronounce, but he was the
That's
first.
good.
That's good. You got it.
First
It's
drug czar.
Anslinger, but we like
Anslinger.
Anslinger.
Yeah, Asslinger? One of
Asslinger.
those. All right, we'll go with that.
Harry Anslinger.
Yeah, he did the research. Decided right after alcohol
don't care.
prohibition was over, we needed to put something else on that list.
We don't care that yesterday was Harry Anslinger's birthday, William.
Oh, God, it was?
We don't care. We don't care. Why
no.
did you even say that? Today's his unbirthday. Let's celebrate his unbirthday.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. It doesn't come down to the medicine. It comes down to the money. And that's what scares me. We don't have lobbyists petitioning on behalf of all of the military. My dad was sick from Agent Orange in Vietnam, and through most of his life he suffered, was on 100% disability, but still didn't qualify for any help. He had cancer in his lungs, and he had jaundice and cirrhosis of the liver. They told us he had a month left to live, and I just got to watch him suffer. Like, watch the last breath come out of him as he turned like yellow and frail and weak. Couldn't hold down his medicine because of all the chemotherapy. And all I thought was there has to be something out there that would help him.
Oh, my God.
You know? But it means something to me. This is his shirt. My dad's shirt from like 1995.
What
He
does that
died
say?
in 98. It's the religions of the world and related to shit.
You know, if there wasn't kids here, I would read that
Sorry
shirt.
about the bad word, but
I would read that shirt if there wasn't some...
yeah.
I think we can get away. We might be able to get away with it because you're not listening.
All right, fair enough.
It says religions of the world. Oh, damn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn.
We'll save it.
We got to keep it PG, fellas.
Yep, we could make it poop or crap or something.
That's a great... Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Religions of the world. Taoism. Is that how we say it? Taoism?
Taoism.
Poop happens. Hare Krishna. Poop happens. Rama Lama Ding Ding. Hinduism. This poop happened before. Islam. If poop happens, take a hostage. Zen. What is the sound of poop happening? Atheism. No poop. Buddhism. When poop happens, is it really poop? Confucianism. Confucius say poop happen. Seventh-day Adventist. Poop happens on Saturdays. Protestantism. Poop won't happen if I work harder. Catholicism. If poop happens, I deserve it. Jehovah's Witnesses. Knock, knock. Poop happens. Unitarianism. What is this poop? Mormon. Poop happens again and again and again. Judaism. Why does this poop always happen to me? Rastafarianism. Let's smoke this poop.
A good ending note there, I'd say.
Here, you get a free groove.
How do I get one of those shirts? How do I get that?
I'm going to have to scan it and make copies for all of us.
You can scan and make copies of shirts now?
Oh, yeah.
How? How do you do that? 3D printer?
Yeah, no problem.
He makes it sound like it's like he does it every day. He makes it
Come
like
on.
it's easy. What do you
Okay.
really?
You just scan the design and you can print shirts out of it.
Really?
Turn it into a sticker, iron it on other shirts, you're golden.
Will you hang out with us and be like our like
He's my new buddy. That's
yeah,
really
our new
You
buddy too?
recruited me. I'm
He'll
a part of
keep
the
you
crew.
stoned all
Yes,
the time.
I have already
Don't you worry.
recruited him into our group.
I ain't
You
going
sound like
nowhere.
a smart guy. I like
He's
smart
our new
people.
groupie.
I want smarter people than me around me at all times.
Oh, me
At all
too.
times.
That's why I took him home from Camp Jam. I took a couple home from Camp Jam. They'll be here.
A couple of good stragglers.
Yeah, I got more sons.
Yeah.
They're great sons.
We got a band together here.
Daddy, we got more good boys.
Good stuff. Good stuff, guys.
Keep going with it.
This is Daddy.
Keep going.
Yeah, this is good stuff. Actually, it's not good stuff. What you're talking about is actually pretty shocking to me. Because every week somebody walks up with a horrible story, and I'm like, when does it end? It never ends. It's just there's so much. Oh God, so much suffering in this friggin' world, and I wear this shirt all the time. No one needs to suffer needlessly. Nobody.
But you know, I feel like the compassion argument is falling on deaf ears.
Yeah,
You know, it
absolutely.
really is.
And they can't
The-
say we're sharing.
We're trying to talk here, Cindy.
And I'm showing off my revolver pipe.
What do you got there? What is
We
that?
seen one of those.
Talk on the mic. What is that?
This is a 6-shooter pipe. So that way we can all medicate by putting our medicine in each hole, and then you take your hit off of your medicine, turn the lever, pass it, and now they can't say we're sharing.
Right. It's according to Kuma. This is a Kuma pipe.
That is now the new Kuma pipe.
Kuma pipe?
Kuma pipe.
Yes, because each patient can put their medicine in their separate hole, in their proper hole.
That's right.
So you don't have to share medicine.
We're not
That's
allowed
brilliant.
to share.
Brilliant.
So this way, yeah. So I brought it today so we can all fill up a hole, and then we can go across the street and we can test this baby out.
I heard that about you.
Yeah, we can all fill a hole. You want to know something else you're going to love, Lefty? Look at this. You know how everybody's saying, do you have a grinder? And we're like, well, out here, the pipe is a grinder.
Jesus.
Grinder.
That's a beautiful thing.
6-shooter, all in one. And these bullets, they can actually be used if necessary.
Does it
So
dispense potato chips too?
It'll
On the mic.
yeah, possibly. M&Ms. I think if you hold out your hand, I can get you some M&Ms at least. Yes. So whoever wants to try, I will put my first.
All right. Let's go to break, and we'll take a break. We'll go across the street. Let's see if Jim Miller will take over the mic for a while.
Time out.
Let's have time out.
We're going to take a break,
You like my friends.
and we'll put Jim Miller in charge for a few minutes. But we do want to thank medical-freedom.com for sponsoring this segment with the flag, giving us a flag. Thanks a lot for the flag, Bill. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. You got a trash can? Can I borrow your trash can?
What? This is a sign saying,
Hey.
sorry, I will knock you about 3 flags to anybody but Ed Fortune, Wayne Cannabis King, Lefty Grimes, Jeremy Santos. No, it says the picture was taken on 3/17/15 by Edward Fortune, Wayne Cannabis King, Lefty Grimes, Jeremy Santos, and Sarah Cincimelia.
This is a picture of Bill's flag.
Harry J. Asslinger finally Asslinger finally is resting place. Burial. Holliesburg Presbyterian Cemetery, Hollidaysburg, Blair County, Pennsylvania, USA. Harry J. Asslinger, one of the architects of modern-day marijuana, cannabis, and hemp prohibition.
Prohibition.
Prohibition. Ground frozen Flagstaff broke trying to place Flagstaff in ground.
Oh, God, that's enough, Cindy. You're killing me. Please.
Well, that's what he
enough.
put. I mean,
My
enough.
name
Why
is
is it thrown in there?
Cindy.
State of compassion. Flag representing 8 legal medical cannabis states, along with the District of Columbia, and 2 legal cannabis states. Colorado,
I gotta turn your mic off. I can't take it anymore. I had to turn it off. I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm sure the listeners can't take it. Can you guys take this anymore? I can't take it. Can you? I had to shut her mic off. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you done? Okay. Medical-freedom.com. Medical-freedom.
All right, Daddy spank me.
Go to medical-freedom.com for all your flag needs. That's flag with an L.
Yeah. Yes, that's flag with an
Don't
F.
forget the L. We used to talk about doing an L in the hood, but doing an L in the hood is an L like a blunt. An
Hey, Lefty, that's flag with an F.
L. Flag with an
Flag with an L.
with an F and an L, an F and an A. No, an F and an L.
Big fat flag.
A big fat flag that Bill
A
likes
big
to sleep
fat
with.
Flag that you
Bill
sleep
likes
with.
sleeping with big fat flags.
Yes. I bet he has a flag cock warmer. We allowed to say that on
Oh, we weren't gonna go there,
He's
Cindy.
a
This is
you
PG. You
flag
just ruined
lover,
it.
you. You flag lover, you.
Medical-freedom.com.
Just go there and buy a flag of any kind. You can have them specially made.
Don't walk away
By
mad. Bill, don't go away mad.
Don't
Just-
walk away.
He's
Don't walk
getting-
away.
He's going
Don't
back
walk
to
away,
go
man.
knit some more socks.
Bill, he's finding a trash can. Bill, he's looking for a trash
Do
can.
sad walk away music.
Don't put a trash can near Bill.
Yeah.
Bill's crying.
Bill.
Where's the Hulk music? Where's
Bill,
the
get back here, Bill.
Come back, Bill. Bill.
Bill.
Shane.
Bill.
Shane.
And mommy wants you.
It's the Weed Man.
There he
Weed
is.
man, get Bill.
Weed man's here.
Go get Bill.
Get Bill before he uses a trash can.
He's hard of
Stop
hearing.
him. He's going to use a trash can again.
Yeah, he
Stop
thought
him.
we said something that was nice.
Oh, God. I think he found a trash can.
He is getting Bill.
Oh, no.
There's a oh,
Bill
my
found-
God.
He's
There's
squatting.
an open trash
Bill
can.
is squatting
I think he's
over a
already
trash
there.
can. Oh, God. Oh, no. This isn't Rhode Island, Bill. They can arrest you for that here.
Yeah, Bill. Bill, get back. Don't.
This isn't so liberal around here.
Is he going to get on that bus?
Don't go nowhere.
I gotta find a
need a
trash
hand.
can. I got diarrhea.
Oh, poop.
Wow. I need a trash can.
No, Bill, there's a toilet right here.
No, I need a trash can.
We got a bucket right here. You can use a cone.
No, I need a box or a spackle bucket.
What about a cat litter bucket? We got lots of those.
Assemblywoman.
I can't believe he did that again. Again, in front of the State House, Bill used a trash can as a toilet.
Did he again?
I'm shocked and embarrassed
well,
for all of us.
I mean, they told him they leave a spare roll of toilet paper there for him. I mean,
Yeah, Bill, what did you wipe with? Oh, my God, I want to know these things.
I think the State House put a,
I don't know if I
put a
wanna-
roll there next to that trash
Oh,
can.
my God, Bill. Oh, Bill.
Oh, well, when you got to go, you got to go. You know, I'm sure if he had his medical marijuana, it would have helped him to restrain from going in the trash can in front of the State House.
All right, we're going to break on that.
Yeah, we need a break. We're just messing around.
Yes, too. Throw that in there.
Oh, yeah, it does help with irregular bowel syndrome.
Say what?
Are you going to
Wanna
enjoy
sign
good
something? We
music
can get
without
you
good
to sign
marijuana?
something.
Are you going to enjoy good music without good marijuana, huh, brother?
Say what?
Are you going to enjoy good music without good marijuana?
Biggie bamboo, it grows good and long. The biggie bamboo, it grows good and strong. The biggie bamboo stand up straight and tall. And the biggie bamboo pleases one and all.
Testing one,
I'll
two.
be keeping the microphone occupied while you're. I believe you're going to go medicate. Am I correct? You're.
Yeah, I'm going to take the.
He's going to take his medical marijuana that's legal. He's going to go across the street where it's legal.
I'm going to take. Yeah, I'm going to take this handheld with me.
I got to tell you, as bad as our law is, to watch you guys be able to legally use your medicine just across the street, even in a worst case scenario, which is our law, that is so sweet to see you be able to do that, and regularly and at will. How often when you do that does anybody walk by and look upset that you're consuming cannabis in public?
There's a couple of people that are upset, Jim. I know you want to hear this. They're upset that I can't give my joint to them.
Oh, there you go. Really, yeah.
Besides that,
And no, you can't. No, that's the law. You can't do that.
besides that, that's only once when I was in front of a courthouse, and I believe the guy was a correction officer. He was dressed in his plain Jane clothes, but he looked like a correction officer, and he kind of came over to me and he says, "What are you doing?" I'm smoking my medical marijuana. He was like, "That's legal in New Jersey?" I said, "Yes, sir." And then I went to approach him. He's like, "No, don't come near me." Remember, Lefty was there.
Back off.
Don't come near me.
He said, "Don't come near me."
Really?
I didn't ask you to get closer, and I was just like, "Okay, sir, have a great day. Bye-bye."
Yeah.
But besides that,
Well, maybe he thought you had something communicable and didn't. You know.
Yeah, you do look a little communicable.
no, I think he was afraid of getting high.
Yes, it just did not want to associate. Actually, you know, that if he spent 5 minutes with you,
He would have learned
it would
something.
learn something. And he would have probably dispelled a lot of things about cannabis consumers that he would.
He was
think.
too narrow-minded for that. I
Yeah.
could tell.
Yeah.
Guy tells you, "Don't get close to me."
Well, I guess you get a little jaded being a corrections officer, but
No, he wasn't. That's just what I assume.
maybe he's a
He had
sheriff's
that look
officer.
to him. He could have been that too. Had that bald look, the little man syndrome. You know?
Yeah, and you know, he thought maybe he had you doing something illegal, and he was going to set you straight, and you set him straight, and he had to keep going.
That's how it went.
Nobody likes that, you know.
Especially law enforcement.
Cameras rolling then, or no?
Did we have the cameras on?
Yeah, I didn't make that video yet.
You didn't make. Come on, Jesus.
Hackensack INE tour. Yep. It's in the can, as they say.
The INE tour. You know, I like that.
Jesus.
That name, the ignorance is no excuse. You know, the short version of ignorance is no excuse. You know, for the law, in place of the law. And I am still amazed at how many times you guys can go into a police station, announce that you're legal patients, you have your legal medicine in its legal container, and all your identification you need.
They get all upset.
And I would say more often than not, they still don't really know exactly what to do.
They don't.
No, they don't.
Is it getting any better? I know the first 5 or 6 you went to, it was stunning how little they knew. You know, even if you're in the same county, do they at least get the same prosecutor on the phone who feeds it to them quicker?
Every department's different.
Yeah.
Every department's
Well, the only
different.
thing that's not different is most of the time when they don't know, a simple 5-minute conversation, you know, you just go right there. It turns into a good 2-hour ordeal. I'm sorry.
And when you're a patient in pain, you really don't want to wait 2 hours for a medicine that's instantaneous when you inhale it.
Sometimes I regret going because after the first 40 minutes of waiting,
Yeah.
I just want to smoke my joint out here already. It's very simple. I just want to smoke a joint.
You ought to go with lollipops then. No, I mean, you know, you still have a right to medicate and smoke it, but at least you wouldn't be in pain, and the longer they held you up, the more lollipop you'd get down, and then when you did get to smoke, you'd be less pain.
Well, Wayne has an announcement to make. We have an INE announcement to make, but you told me something on the phone yesterday that was pretty amazing about the INE tour. Oh, you want to help? Really?
Yeah, I just want to know how you can help and participate.
Well, Jim, how can he participate in helping legalize marijuana?
Well, right now, just by standing here talking about it
Yeah.
at an event like this, a podcast, you're doing something right now, just asking.
Yeah.
And being here. First thing, we're here every Thursday or at the Annex every Thursday between 11 and 2. And the guys do a podcast, so you could watch it even if you weren't here, if you were around a computer. But the simplest of things, you could get in touch with your legislators. Are you in the Trenton area? Because then your legislators are very good about this issue. Your senator would be Senator Shirley Turner, and she's very good about this. But we're looking right now for co-sponsors for a bill in the Senate that passed in the Assembly 53-13, which would add post-traumatic stress to the list of indications to get a registration card. And that was brought about due to concern about U.S. military veterans committing suicide at a rate greater than the civilian population.
Yeah, I was just at a program with a guy who he said he was in the military, fought in Iraq, and he was saying how he was drinking to cope with nightmares and things that he was having and stuff like that. And
the veterans don't go to the legal program to say, let me try this. They go try to get into a program legally because they've already tried it and they know what works. Your veteran having some post-traumatic stress, alcohol and other drugs usually don't end up well.
Yeah.
But the Coalition for Medical Marijuana makes sure this happens each week, and combination of Fully Baked Radio, Steve Cross podcast, and the Ignorance is No Excuse tour make sure at least people can tune in whether they're here or not. The easiest thing to do would be, I don't know if I have a card, but you can. Let me see if you can remember my email. All right, people think you can't do it. It's like a license plate. 6 characters is it. Pot for MS, multiple sclerosis. Pot for MS at Yahoo. You see, now that's one you probably actually could remember. And I co-founded a coalition along with Ken Walsky 12 years ago. The Coalition for Medical Marijuana New Jersey. You can search us out there. And show up here on Thursdays if you can. As it gets warmer, there's going to be a much bigger presence here. And it gets to be kind of fun. We get to say hi to the governor now and then when he walks by.
Yeah, he comes by here.
He's come by here. We were here 20 Thursdays last year, and he walked by 5 times.
Something doesn't happen to him around here, man. They got people marching on him every day of the week.
Oh, man.
Every day I walk past here, somebody marching on him, man.
I'm going across the street.
So, I hope everything works out, and I will be here some Thursdays, man.
Yes,
I
it's.
definitely want to support. It's better than just. I don't want to say basically just breaking the law with it. You know what I mean? Just everybody like, oh, they should do it.
Yeah.
And we don't even know where to start. You know what I'm saying?
If even 1 in 10 people who had ever said what's wrong with our laws and knows what's wrong actually just ask the question you did, what can I do? And then we try to find the simplest thing to do, which is to get in touch with your legislators, and I help people do that too. I mean, I've been known to talk with somebody at length over the issue and help them write a letter that expresses what they want to say, but I also put it in a way where a legislator hears it clear. We're looking for support. But we also say if you vote against the bill, when it comes up for a vote as a constituent, somebody will be asking you to substantiate the reasons for voting against this. Let me ask you, I like asking people that aren't overly involved, that to become law, a bill has to pass both the Assembly and the Senate, the exact same bill, and then the governor gets to sign it or veto it. So when the Assembly passed this bill to add post-traumatic stress to the list of indications for entry into the program, 13 people voted against it and 53 voted for it. What would the odds be that all 13 Assembly people who voted against it were all from the same political party? Does that sound like it's a vote of conscience or a vote of us against them? Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives.
That's definitely what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
that is, and so what we're doing here is we have signs. I couldn't bring them all today, but we've identified those 13 Assembly people. There's a sign right back there behind you that identifies them.
Great. That's great.
They each have their individual signs. Some are here now, and some aren't. And we hold them up to scrutiny, and we'll be starting a pretty good push this week as best as we can to go through constituents of theirs in their district to ask them why. They want to know why they voted against it. So while you're doing that to the assembly people, the Senate bill's in a committee now and may come up for a floor vote. So what we did the last 2 weeks is we stop at some point and put down our signs vilifying the assembly people who voted against it to go in and ask senators to help out. Now, the message should be clear that voting no without explanation will entitle them to the same degree of notoriety that we will then hold them up to public scrutiny. It's they'd rather we weren't here, and I think the simplest rule of advocacy is if they don't want us to do it, we should want to do it. And if they don't mind us doing it, we could take a pass maybe because it might not do anything. Think like them. What wouldn't you want? If you were the governor, would you want a podcast here about medical marijuana when you walk in the front door?
No.
Would you want to get invited over to the table and have to find a polite way on a podcast? So that's why we're here.
Right.
If you were a legislator and voted against it, you wouldn't want to walk by us. That's why we were at the annex the last 2 weeks. And we'll be here every Thursday until Thanksgiving. This is the 8th one. That means that there will be 35 more Thursdays. 25 more Thursdays this year. And I want to make sure before you go, you want to be able to check in and verify if it's going to, whether it's here at the annex, and we may do one on a Wednesday now and then, but by and large, just swing on by. We got birthday cake today too. You know, cake and all that. Yeah.
Whose birthday is?
Well, it was my late wife. She died in 2003. She would have been having a birthday today, so I thought, well, if she's having a Thursday birthday, we're here on Thursday. She, from her wheelchair with only being able to move her head, started coming here in 1993 to see that we could get a law one day. And
That's how long y'all been doing this?
it's how long I've been doing it, yeah. I was a young man when it started. Look at me now. My face is like an interstate road map with wrinkles. The big ones are the interstates.
Same thing that's going on with the politicians, man.
Yeah, well, I've when I started doing this, our governor was Governor Jim Florio. That was a long time ago. It was before, yeah. So I've interacted pretty much with every governor since, and I've talked with the governor more than a couple times briefly as he comes in and out.
Has there been any progress?
Yeah, well, the progress has been that at least our friends in the legislature are picking on some individual problems like adding post-traumatic stress. Little things like when one dispensary has an overage of product that another doesn't, at the moment they're not allowed to transfer. It'd be like if you were at one pharmacy and you couldn't get a specific kind of medicine, they could get it from another pharmacy. They have somewhere to get it. Here, if you don't grow it yourself and have it, you can't get it from another pharmacy. It puts patients out. So they're picking on doing that. It's a lot harder fixing the bill than it was getting it passed. We were led to believe it wouldn't be that way.
I've even spoken to police officers that said, that they would rather stop busting people for marijuana, small amounts of marijuana, people that aren't, big time marijuana dealers and stuff like that. That they're tired of, going writing people up or, having to go through arresting people.
Yeah, they know the first time that somebody's drunk and disorderly, they'd be wishing it was somebody smoked some cannabis. They know really what's more of an important issue, and that's why we get treated pretty good here by the state police. They do their job, but they don't do it in a heavy-handed way. We may or may not be allowed technically to tape things to a railing. Maybe that isn't exactly totally permissible, but they never say anything about it, and we appreciate that. And what they get in return is when they say, here's where you can and you can't smoke marijuana when it's medicine. Because, a lot of people got to remember that marijuana helps people stay alive sometimes. And I especially like to make that point, depending who's passing on by. So when a class of 4th graders, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like about 3rd or 4th graders.
Anyway, they get it. And it's the simple terms just to explain that this plant is good medicine. And it helps very sick people live. And it helps people in a lot of pain not have so much pain. And I think to a person, any 4th grader that would not want to see their parents in pain. So if a class goes by that size, there's at least 2 or 3 or 4 parents who are suffering right now. And it would just be my hope that hearing the right word at the right time might, start them thinking a little bit more. And hopefully the chaperones and the teachers that are with them might start taking it upon themselves not to stop them from taking pictures when they walk by. Seriously, that happened. Somebody went to take a picture and teacher, no,
Yeah.
put a hand up in front, So, I thought, although I'd heard about this bill to add post-traumatic stress, it occurred to me last night I never actually read the text of the bill. And sometimes I learn something when I do. And I got to tell you, the bill that passed 53-13 says that the Assembly, this bill adds post-traumatic stress disorder to the list of debilitating medical conditions that would qualify a patient to receive medical marijuana. PTSD is a mental health condition that is triggered by a traumatic event, such as physical or sexual assault, childhood neglect, physical abuse, a natural disaster, exposure to combat, or other extreme or life-threatening events. Symptoms can include flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, uncontrollable thoughts about the event, emotional distress, physical symptoms, feelings of numbness or detachment, engaging in dangerous self-destructive behavior, and experience suicidal thoughts. And I
sounds like a big pharma commercial.
Well, this is all the and it's just for cannabis. But then, much to my surprise, after all that, when we're talking about warding off suicidal thoughts, it says to qualify for medical marijuana, the patient's post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms would have to be resistant to conventional medical therapy, which generally combines psychotherapy with antidepressants and anxiety medications. What they're saying is somebody having suicidal thoughts, a veteran, having suicidal thoughts has to try psychotherapy and other antidepressants first. Now, is it just me, or do you see a risk there? Because if you have to find out they don't work, right?
It could be dangerous.
Yeah, how would that happen? It could be, oh, he killed himself.
Right.
I guess it didn't work.
Right.
Too late. So we got a sign that says to err on the side of caution would be to add post-traumatic stress. Now, no questions asked. Now. And if the sky did fall and all sorts of bad things became evident, they could change the law, correct? They could get rid of it and make it the way it was.
Right.
But you can't change a suicide.
Nope.
So to err on the side of caution would be, if somebody says it helps, trust them. Don't make them come up with studies that they can't get because they haven't been allowed to be done. So I'm a little disappointed in that, but that must have been to get it passed because the governor has people convinced that everybody's going to be saying, yeah, I'm really depressed and I want to smoke some weed.
Well, that doesn't even work with antidepressants. You can't just go to a doctor and say, oh, I'm depressed, and they're just going to medication.
You'd have to...
They try other...
You'd have to diagnose you first, and depending on your insurance plan, you may or may not have a lot of money to pay for that just to get the proper diagnosis. What did it cost you to get your card, Lefty? I mean, overall, in physicians'
In
fees,
1 year, the first year.
How much did you spend before you finally got some medicine?
$1,600. That was 4 doctor visits over 1 year. So it was $400 a visit. And then it was actually, no, it was more than that because I had to pay
Yeah.
$25 for my card, or $20.
Right.
I got a discount.
Yeah, good for you. After $1,600, yeah, that's a discount.
Yeah, it was $1,620, something like that, before I even bought my $535 an ounce medical marijuana, which took me 6 months.
So basically, after 6 months, you spent over $2,000 to get an ounce of cannabis.
Yeah.
Did you wait the entire time, or did you break the law?
No, I broke the law. Just like every patient that uses medical marijuana in New Jersey, every one of them breaks the law. If you're telling me that you haven't broken the law, that you bought all your weed at the dispensary, you're a liar, or you're a very rich person.
According to the health department statistics for the last year, they have statistics for 2013 through 2014. There were, I believe, 1,700 patients who got medical marijuana. The average for the year per patient was 1.5 ounces. So what they bought legally was 1.5 ounces in the course of a year. I would agree. What do you do if you're a patient and you say, okay, I'm going to run out after 2 weeks with the money that I have this month, and I'm going to run out? Or you could break the law and get twice as much, and it lasts all month. What do you do? I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Right. Let's see, $535 an ounce or $250 an ounce.
One you're going to run out of before the end of the month. One will last you until you can afford it again. Yeah, and you know, now besides that, even for the people who would not want to break the law, like somebody that just doesn't want to break the law, what about his wife? What if he has kids? How do you tell your kids why you're crying in pain because you don't want to break the law when you could have gotten more of your medicine cheaper by breaking the law? What do kids think? You know, it's sort of like people owe it to themselves and their families to do whatever it takes to be well. And when the law gets in the way and you obey the law rather than obey nature, if it's going to affect your whole family, it's just being selfish.
I mean, I don't understand. How do you not support the troops? How do you not support suffering children? How do you not support these things that we're fighting for? It's amazing that we have to fight for this kind of stuff.
Well, you know, when the fight happens out of sight of the general public, it's not a fair fight. They can say whatever they want. It cannot address your question, and then they can say, I've talked with advocates about this, and that would be accurate, that part. But when somebody has a record of a conversation, it never goes well. So it's usually hit and run. They'll vote against it or speak against it, and but they won't stick around for the questions, especially not if there's a camera rolling. And that's where we come in. You know, we come in. This is why it's called an informational protest. We don't just, you know, try to beat up people. We're here to inform people.
No, we're going to beat them up too.
Oh yeah, we're going to do
Absolutely.
both. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's the big stick. I mean, you got to use it now and then.
I'm a passive-aggressive douche. You think I'm doing this for nothing? Setting up this huge podcast, all this equipment to sit here and just not bust balls? No, we're here to bust balls. Maybe you're not, but I am.
Well, I put a little bit of time into this each week. It's my Wednesday is generally consumed by making sure everything's ready for Thursday.
I can't wait to see Jay Weber here one day. I can't wait when Jay Weber walks past here. That commie pinko.
Where's he? Where's his district?
My district, East Hanover.
Really?
He voted no. And we went to his office, me and Don, who has PTSD. He was, you know,
Right.
our veteran friend.
Did he talk to you?
Of course not. He wasn't there, and he hasn't returned our calls either.
Well, you know, it's the next step then.
What's the next step?
What would Cheryl do? I mean, this is her birthday.
Uh-oh.
No, it's just showing up. What she would do?
She wouldn't do that.
No.
Kill number 2, will you? Mike number 2, Wayne. Kill Mike number 2. Just pull that.
Is that it?
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, in the 10th district, we got that treatment, and we would show up, and she would have a sign attached to her wheelchair that said, "Assemblyman Wolf and Holzapfel are medical marijuana cowards and liars and sit out in front of their office for a couple hours at a time.
Wayne, you down for this? We're going to sit outside Jay Weber's office and smoke a lot of weed. I'll bring my wheelchair. I have a wheelchair. I'm going to bring it.
Well, you make sure you got supporting people holding signs, but you have to make a really good one more front door attempt first.
Okay, sure.
In other words, just politely stop by and say, you really need an answer. You're a constituent. You need validation. You think it's partisan politics and it came out of an echo chamber as part of the Republican caucus. And you want to make sure that they're not playing partisan politics and he has the courage of his convictions. And when you do not get him to address your concerns as a constituent, then all bets are off and we show up. And
you know,
we
you
have the
talk
right to
real
do that.
good. Why don't you come with us? Because you talk real good. I like the way you talk.
I am. I will absolutely be there.
You come with us.
I will.
Because you're smart. You're smart. I like the way you talk.
I don't know about that, but...
Can you come with us, Jim, please, next week maybe, or to Jay Weber's? We'll make a day of it. I was talking to Jim Price about coming over and having a pajama party and an editing party.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you can all three of us have pajama parties. I'll be Iron Man. He could be Batman. You could be like Spider-Man or something, or whoever you like. You want to be... Okay, we'll have a big sleepover, pajama sleepover. How about that? Wayne, what do you want to be? Want to be a sumo wrestler?
Could I be like a Teletubby?
Commando?
Teletubby.
Commando Teletubby?
Well, listen, I'm going to make sure Wayne can sit down.
No, we're going to smoke. Aren't we going to smoke? Snuffleupagus?
Yeah, I got to go in and deliver a letter.
Oh, you're going in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you go ahead and we'll do our show then, I guess. Like we're supposed to be doing anyway. What do you got there, Jim? Did you finish reading your letter?
Yeah, I have a...
Can I read this here? This looks pretty good. I like this.
This is Brian's letter.
Oh.
This is the one that's getting delivered today.
Oh, I like this. How do you say his name? Senator Hosefeld?
Holzapfel.
Senator Holzapfel.
No, it's dear Senator Asshole.
That's Holzapfel.
Senator Asshole. Asshole. I am hand-delivering this request to you at the Senate Minority Office because I am in Trenton just about every Thursday at weekly medical marijuana informational protests in front of the State House, as it is. Although I have medical marijuana registration card, due to multiple sclerosis, the bad kind, there are others who have been left behind. There is a bill in the Senate Health, Human Services, and Senior Citizens Committee that may come up for a floor vote this session. The identical bill passed in the Assembly, 5313. Senate Bill 2898 would add PTSD to the list of acceptable reasons for receiving medical marijuana in New Jersey. It was written to help address the suicide rate of veterans, which is higher than the general population. Isn't it like 22 a day?
22 a day, yeah.
22 a day.
Yeah.
And these are people that protected us. These are people that serve our country. I mean...
Yeah, well, that doesn't count risky behavior. That's out and out provable suicides. Doesn't count somebody going off a mountainside at 120 on a Harley or whatever else, just, that they do. There's risky behavior is pretty much suicide by risky behavior.
Do you know the actual percentage
Yeah,
rate?
so those are conservative. But
what's the percentage rate? What were you going to say?
I said, do you know the actual percentage rate?
Do you sound like you know. Do you know?
Well, I feel it's probably 50%, right?
No. Well, I'm about to make it referenceable, and then you want to read the rest of it because I know you wrote a good letter. But to make it referenceable, to say that somewhere around 48,000 troops died in combat in Vietnam, and another 7,000 from accidents and things, and deaths due to suicide afterwards outnumber that. More Vietnam combat veterans have killed themselves than the enemy did in the entire time we're in Vietnam. So that makes it a serious issue, and veterans from the Middle East, Iraq, and Afghanistan particularly are starting down that same path. We're supposed to learn from history. I do not want to be around the day that suicides of those who fought in the Middle East outnumber the combat deaths. I don't want to see that happen again.
I have a very good point to make about that because I have post-traumatic stress disorder severe and depression severe, and it's a shame that these doctors will just go use you as a guinea pig and just start you on all this different types of medication. When you listen to the side effects of these medications, most of them include suicidal thoughts and death. So what are they really doing to the soldiers? I mean, I think they're increasing their chances of suicide, personally.
They are.
because they're not giving them the natural plant that can be used to calm them and sedate them and to help stop their racing thoughts. It helps me. It's all I take. They wanted me on lithium. That stuff made me like I couldn't even think. I felt like a marshmallow.
Unlike now.
Unlike now, where I'm a genius. Yes.
Just asking.
Because I smoke marijuana. I am a genius now. Hey, that's the truth, and tough if you don't like it.
So let me get back to the.
I was on the second paragraph here. I like this letter a lot.
What I think about Brian's letter is why would a person with MS be sticking up for this post-traumatic stress bill? Why would he do that?
Well, he says here that my form of MS is aggressive, and as such causes stress as it progresses. There is no cure. Cannabis helps the muscle tightness and resulting pain. But the daily stress of a continuing downward spiral also causes depression. I know that feeling. Cannabis has proven to alleviate that stress and depression to the point that it is not on my mind during all of my waking moments. I know that feeling. That benefit is a side effect of the medical marijuana that I take for an entirely different reason. It allows me to function without a constant and unrelenting fear of the future, which is present when I can't afford my medicine. Oh, I know that feeling. Oh my God. I could write this letter almost for switch MS for my crap in there. Man, this is rough. All this suffering, man. Jeez.
And what's he asking?
Well, I tell you this because I understand how medical marijuana can ease the effects of stress, whether it is post-traumatic or post-MS. Both kinds of victims will be afflicted for a lifetime. Veterans deserve a chance to use cannabis legally in New Jersey to treat their PTSD. Not only veterans, though. I can help victims of childhood abuse, rape victims, and those traumatized by violent crime who are diagnosed with PTSD. I am asking you to co-sponsor S2898. If you feel that you can't do that, then I would ask for you to vote yes if it reaches the floor for a vote. I feel that this should not be a partisan issue like it has proved to be in the Assembly, where all 13 no votes were from the same political party. Veterans deserve better than that. I hope you agree. I look forward to your timely reply on this important issue. Sincerely, Brian Cummings. Suffering MS patient in New Jersey.
You brought out an important point in reading that. It parallels you very closely. That when you think you're going to be getting better and you feel better, you'll react to treatment better. And I'm not going to get into the religious debate of it all, but people find, when you're being prayed for in a hospital, you have 11% better recovery rate. But that's not, what that is? That's the belief. You feel it. And it helps you get better. So the things that you're worried about with the path your life may be taking, get in the way of getting better now, being as well as you can be now. And that side effect of a medicine to make you feel better, when did it become feeling good is bad and feeling bad is better? That makes no sense even to fourth graders passing by, I'm quite sure. So anyway, this gets delivered to, coincidentally, my senator also, and I've hand-delivered a letter. So at least he'll have 2 letters. And the interesting part about Senator Holzapfel is the 2 assemblymen in his same district, both Republicans, one voted yes and one voted no. One's on the list of 13. I noticed Brian didn't bother telling him which party all the no votes were from. That in itself should be embarrassing. That you don't even have to say and everybody already knows. In 2005, I picketed the Ocean County Republican headquarters on Election Day. And I'd say more people than not came by wanting to know why I was picking on the Republican Party about medical marijuana, as if they didn't already know. And I made the promise that if you find a roll call where it's not almost all Republicans against and almost all Democrats for, then you are the party of obstruction here. The people individually seem to have no problem with it, was my thing. So what we're asking Senate Minority Leader Tom Kean to do, what we will be, having run into him last week and talked with him.
That was pretty cool. That was Jim. That was cool. Last
That
week,
was, man. You know,
that
it
was
was.
awesome.
That's why going inside hand-delivering letters can pay benefits. And it was a narrow hallway. He couldn't get by.
He
us.
couldn't get away from us and Phil with his uniform on. And
To meet a veteran in combat uniform, and that he, I know, will be looking at this because we have a history, and he knows he has no choice. But what we're asking him to do is to fulfill one of his roles as a Senate minority leader. He's the leader of the Senate Republicans.
Yeah.
He needs to make it clear to them that when this comes up to a vote, it was a little embarrassing to be 13 Republicans voting no and no Democrats. Now, maybe a Democrat or two will vote against it this time around. But as minority leader, we're going to be asking him to make it clear to every Republican senator that this should be a vote of conscience, and on the information you individually have, that there is no party line on this. Do not vote against it because you're Republican. He should go further in it and say, if I find out you do it, then you're going to have a problem. You know, so they should talk to other people in their district. They should talk to one source who's for it along with who's against it. If you get all your information from one source, you're going to come out believing whatever that source believes. It's people who get their information from Fox News all believe that this is true, and they don't watch MSNBC. I watch both. I like seeing, because everybody colors it their way.
I get all my information from you, Jim.
Well, that can be dangerous too, because sometimes I just make things up because I figure if somebody said that's not true, then we'd be talking, and that's always the goal. You got me there. That's not true, but while we're talking.
That would explain me winding up in the strange places I've wound up in lately.
I see Ricardo Rivera's here.
Really?
You're going to have him come over and say hi, because I got to talk to Brian.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ask him to come over and say hi.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Brian here? Is Brian here, Jim?
Yeah.
Where is that him there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Cool. Very cool. So this is the Sativa Cross broadcast of the Fully Baked Radio Show, the Ignorance is No Excuse Show. I believe we're going to call this now. I don't know what we're going to call this. This is the show. We'll make the announcement now. I'll make the announcement right now. We're going to be taking the Ignorance is No Excuse tour live. When Poe comes back from Colorado in June, we're taking the tour live, and we're going to do a podcast from the police station. Hello, Ricardo. How are you, buddy?
How are you?
Good, man.
How's it going? How you doing? How you been?
What's going on, buddy?
What's going on?
Anything new going on with you? And how's Tuffy doing?
Yeah, when are you leaving? She's excellent. She's excellent. Yeah, thank you for asking. Yeah, everything's great. She's doing good. I mean, she has a severe condition, as you guys know, so she's not 100% seizure free, but she's definitely made some great strides of improvements and continues to complete different milestones every single day. It's amazing. Cannabis is medicine. Yeah, everything is good. I leave to Colorado Sunday with my good friend INE Poe. We're gonna have a very, very busy trip. I'll be constantly working. Everybody that donated, I just want to let you know, thank you so much. From Tuffy's Fight, from Ricardo Rivera, the whole entire family, thank you again for funding us and allowing us to do this. You won't be disappointed. We'll be doing a lot of big things. One of the things in our schedule is to see Brian Wilson. I'm excited about that. He actually reached out. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm so happy he reached out. He wants to meet me, which is very humbling. He's saying that we're doing big things, for Tuffy's Fight and stuff. So I'm humbled by that. I'm going to be meeting some of the best CBD makers out in Colorado who have won the first place for the Cannabis Cup, which is great because I can bring that knowledge with me over to back here to Jersey to be able to help other families. And we'll see. We're going to examine and see. We're going to start, looking into things to see what's going to be next for my family. I'm not jumping the gun about leaving yet, but I got to do what I got to do too for my daughter's life. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But it's a very exciting time for us because things are getting better. I just want to thank the coalition. I want to thank Sativa Cross. I want to thank INE Po, NJ Weedman. Big ups to him. All the activists here throughout the state of New Jersey that have supported us from day one and even before that, that have shown nothing but love to my daughter and compassion. I love every single one of you guys, and I really appreciate it. This is big for us.
Yeah. What are your plans in Colorado? You're going to look for medicine out there, or look for a place, or what are your plans?
My plan is to just get an overall view on how things work there, and just work with some of the best in the game. That make the best medicine. I mean, that's my whole priority while I'm there. I mean, I support legalization 100%, recreational, absolutely. All my friends are, but I'm going over there for the purpose of medication for my daughter to see what are the options there.
Like oils, basically oils or edibles.
Yeah,
or both.
Edibles, oils, anything we can examine and see what would benefit her the most.
Now, are you going to test it out there? Are you going to have someone test it? Someone tell you? How are you going to make those decisions?
Well, my daughter has a severe condition, as everybody knows, and there's so many children out there with that condition. So I'm going to be meeting different parents out there that are going to tell me firsthand what has worked for their children with the similar condition as my daughter or the same condition as my daughter.
I think Brian Wilson is a smart start there. He knows everything. Believe me, if you don't know it, ask Brian.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He actually did a big thing out there. Was able to, I was reading about it. Was able to have a different form of the medication being made through alcohol. There was an alcohol process that he was doing, and they were trying to make it illegal there. And he actually showed them, like, look, this is what we do. Yeah. This is what I do to treat my daughter. This has saved my daughter's life. I mean, it's amazing, man. The guy's absolutely amazing. I can't wait to meet him. I'm excited. I'm surprised he even knew, about Tuffy. I mean, it's great.
He changed the minds of the whole council in that meeting.
Oh yeah, he did.
They had to restructure the law based on that.
Oh yeah, I read all about it. It was amazing. He had the fire marshals and everybody come to his house. He taught them how to make the medicine. He showed them the process. That's great. Mm-hmm. You don't get no bigger than that, man. He's awesome. Big ups to him again.
But in my case, I prefer wax and shatter, and those other ways of getting it, like the butane extracts. I prefer those kind of things. So they're passing laws against the things that I need, because I would like to have some of that stuff for myself. Flowers do a lot for me, but everybody tells me I need edibles. I need a lot of edibles consistently throughout the day.
Yeah.
For my pain.
You should.
And it's too expensive, and I need to just make it myself.
Yeah.
So let me know if you have any secrets that you come back with.
Oh, I absolutely will. I'll be helping everybody, man. I mean, I want to organize something with other card holders of proper medication. Card holders similar to my daughter. Other parents. Patients, adults, it doesn't matter. I mean, we can all benefit from this trip. And again, the trip is funded from donations from people from all over the world, which is amazing. I mean, it's crazy how much this has evolved.
We all donated here. I think, Bill, did you donate?
Oh, yeah.
How much?
Enough.
Wayne, did you donate? Where'd you go?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I donated.
Yeah, you absolutely donated. Everybody here donated.
Okay, just making sure. Because you're getting a 20 in your pocket. If he didn't donate, you're getting a 20. Get out a 20 for him. No, you got it? You know what he did over the weekend?
What did he do?
Tell him. Tell him, Bill.
Went to Rhode Island.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he went to a little closer events. How about Rhode Island? Was Rhode Island an option for you, or Maine?
It is. They are both options. I haven't excluded them. But the thing is, though, when you're talking about medicine for a child, you want the best in the world. Just like I've strived to get the best I can here, you want the best in the world. And right now, at this point, they don't have the best in the world, both states. But, I mean, I know they're both working on it, which is great. I mean, they're doing everything to improve the programs. Big ups to Alan Gordon and Ann Armstrong out in Rhode Island, and Sarah up in Maine. Sarah's journey.
Oh yeah, little Sarah. She's awesome.
Yeah, big ups to that family as well. Yeah, so I mean, it works for them. You know, it works for them. It's a whole different.
Go ahead. Don't worry about me. Keep
Right.
going.
Pain.
Keep going.
Pain.
Down goes lefty. You're supposed to go. Down goes lefty.
Down goes
Down
left.
goes.
Down goes lefty for the count.
Keep going, man.
But yeah, so you know, we're just gonna check out Colorado. From what I was told, I'm gonna be pissed off when I get there.
Why?
Well, because everything is like easily so available there, and everybody's so open-minded there with everybody's conditions and so loving and compassion.
He also gets the opportunity to get with the other New Jersey residents who also moved to Colorado.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Yeah, we said that before, Billy, but you weren't listening. We were talking about Brian Wilson about 20 minutes ago. Jesus.
He's still in Rhode Island.
Yeah, you're right.
I
love
It's
you,
still
William.
Rhode Island.
William, you're the best. You're the best, William.
But yeah, and there's other families too. I mean, let's not forget Jenny Storms that left. One of my closest friends. I absolutely love her. I love her son Jax. Big ups to her daughter too, Sydney. They're out there, and we're gonna go check them out. I'm actually gonna stay the night over there with her. She's gonna teach me a thing or two, like she always does. She's always teaching me something new. Love you. And
she's great.
Yeah, she's awesome. And there's so much going on when I go there, man. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. NA Post got everything lined up. We're going to be doing many interviews with different communities that have left from all over the country there, medical refugees. Medical cannabis refugees there. There's a whole community like waiting for me to get there because they've heard so much about Tuffy's fight, which is great. I mean, it's very humbling how much this has evolved. I mean, it's great.
You know, when you're a patient and you're suffering and you see another patient suffering, you have that bond. Like the other day, I went to my friend's house, and I'm not going to say who it is or what he's suffering from, but he was a mess. He was in bed.
Yeah.
And he was suffering. He could barely answer the door.
Is it back?
No, he's got something intestinal. He just had an operation. He's
Crohn's.
He's
Something
in
along
really
those
bad
lines?
shape, and he's
What's his
laying in
name?
bed. I don't want to say his name.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
big ups to him.
He's
anyway.
laying in bed, and I'm laying on the floor, and we're both sitting there just suffering, and we're just talking about patient stuff because that's, you know, and cannabis, and we're both trying to figure out how we can make this better for the both of us.
Sure.
What can we do to help ourselves because no one else is going to help us.
Yeah.
So how do we work together to get ourselves what we need?
Sure.
And that's what we're doing. That's what Poe's doing. I'm so proud of Poe.
Yeah.
You
Poe
know,
stepped it up,
he
man,
stepped up
majorly.
From no more dick jokes, and it's great. I love it. I love that guy.
No more dick jokes.
Yeah, he puts the dick jokes down to help, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
'Cause, you know,
he involved us too. Big ups to the mayor candidate Jim Kenney. He connected us with him to speak up at the fundraiser, and that's major for the cannabis movement. I mean, to have a big city mayor like that in our pocket that's a big deal. I mean, if no one knows about Jim Kenney, he's actually the councilman that led the charge in decriminalizing cannabis in Philadelphia. Big shout out to him. He made that happen there, and you know, he's fully aware of my daughter's story, and he's fully aware of everything that's been going on in the cannabis movement. But he's limited though. He's limited, but I mean, everything helps.
yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That is something else, Kenny, and wow, man. Yeah, we've come along. You've come a long way.
Thank you.
And so is Tuffy. I mean, like I always say, from when I first met her and to what I've seen now, it's amazing.
Yeah. Did you see her trying to talk? She's trying to talk now. Like she's making these sounds, like trying to talk, like trying to say stuff. And I'm like, say hi, say hi. Watch the video. It's on Tuffy's fight. She's on there. She's like trying to talk. Like she's like, before she couldn't make not even a sound. You know that. Yeah.
Daddy.
You know that. She didn't make not even a single sound.
Yeah.
Now she's trying to. But now we're working because when you deal with a child like my daughter that has a severe condition like Lennox Gastaut, it goes hand in hand with autism. I mean, they're socially deprived because they're seizing constantly. So we're dealing with that now. So we were able to control the seizures somewhat, but the problem is now is the autism. And people that have never seen an autism fit, I mean, they're rough. They're something that not too many people have really seen.
They hurt themselves.
Oh yeah, they hurt themselves. They hurt others. I mean, they get so frustrated to the point that they make themselves seize because they can't communicate.
It's stress. Yeah, they stress themselves out.
They stress themselves out.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So now what we're doing is, my main focus when I get to Colorado for Tuffy is to figure out medications that actually work for both conditions. So the Lennox-Gastaut and then the autism spectrum. And there are medications out there, which is amazing. That work for the both. They call them 1-to-1s, which is the THC CBD mixture, and it actually works to control not only the seizure but the autism fits too, which is great. And I'm excited to go over there and learn all about that. And big shout out to Fox Tracks. He won the first place for the best CBD edibles at the Cannabis Cup in Denver, and I'm gonna meet him. I'm excited.
Well, if you decide to bring anything back, let me know. I'll pick you up at the airport.
All right.
And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, let's make sure we organize something with the NXA. Big shout out to them, too.
Wow, man. So, yeah, Brian Wilson is an amazing guy. He has done all this research by himself.
Yes, he has.
Using his poor daughter as a guinea pig, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate to use that term, but I don't know what else. A laboratory. I don't know. Experiment. It's crazy that the parents have to be doing this with their children, but he's got all the answers now. He has found that window. He has found that window that he needs to hit each time with Vivian.
That's what I told South Jersey Magazine recently. It just came up in my head. I'm like, why is it that as a parent, now I have to be not only her parent, but her nurse, I have to be her pharmacist, and I have to be her doctor. The whole reason why I'm her parent is to get this professional help from these professionals.
Yeah.
I can't get no damn professional to help me with any of that shit. So like Brian Wilson, we're forced to make medicine for our children, which is fucked up.
It is.
You know, you risk your child's life every single time.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah. That's
some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
this guy in here, this prick in here that's hanging out in this beautiful office is the problem. You know, we have to stand up to these people. I'm actually going to Lancaster, not Lancaster, to Harrisburg next in June 1st. I'm going out there to support our friends over in Pennsylvania because they have this politician by the name of Matt Baker that has actually halted the vote for the medical marijuana program in Pennsylvania, even though the constituent voters have actually reached out and have voted on this, and this is what they want in their state, but it's being halted by one man only, that is actually corrupted because his campaign funds came $25,000 from a fucking pharmaceutical company, and that's the whole reason why it's being halted in the state of Pennsylvania. Now, my question is how fucking fair is that?
What's his name?
His name is Matt Baker.
Fat Faker?
Yeah. Look him up. Find out who this asshole is and send him whatever you want to send him because he's a prick.
Fat Faker.
Fat Faker. Matt Baker.
Fat Faker?
Matt Baker. Look him up, guys, please.
All right, look up Fat Faker. Or Matt Baker, whatever this Fat Faker's name is.
Yeah,
is he fat? Is he a fat faker?
Nah, he looks like Christy, but thin. He does, man. Look him up.
He looks like Christy on the toilet eating a burger.
I was looking on my computer screen, and Jen's like, "Why are your eyes so red?" I was like, "This guy looks like fucking Christy."
Were you laughing or crying?
I don't know. It's a mixture of both.
Why were your eyes red?
Nothing to do with cannabis, if that's the question.
Oh, man. Wow. So you're actually not one of the parents that will test the medicine first.
How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Good, nice to see you.
No. Actually, I don't.
Okay.
Only because I don't need it. I do believe in it being medication. I do believe in it being recreational. But I'm also, I'm a professional with work, and I have to think, I got to be responsible, for my family, financially, so you got to be careful,
Yeah. No, in your position, I understand. But in your position, I'd also understand if you had to test it. I would, not that you'd want to get stoned or anything, but...
No, I know what you're saying.
it's a tough position to be in, man. I give you all the respect in the world,
Thank
and
you.
anything you need, any kind of help.
Oh, thank you,
You
Lefty.
know,
I know you always
whatever
all
we
you
gotta-
guys.
Yeah, man. This is
Big shout out to the entire coalition. They've always, from day one, Jenny linked me up with all you guys. It's been great for us, for
Yeah.
my family. My daughter went from over 300 seizures, and ever since dealing with you guys, has decreased down to almost none. Seizure controls at 95%. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, right? I mean, with a severe condition like that, what else can you ask for?
Yeah.
I mean, everything else now is a bonus.
Yeah. So, did you know today was Cheryl Miller's birthday?
Oh, yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's a
happy
little-
birthday to her.
Little cake here for her.
Oh, happy birthday to her. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's her birthday.
Happy birthday,
And
Sharon.
Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl.
Cheryl Miller. And she's actually the one who started me in my activism.
Did
back
she?
20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Jim Miller and Cheryl were the one that started me.
okay. Wow. 20 years.
It's been almost 20 years, I guess, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they affected me. Cheryl affected me. Her story affected me. And that started me on my journey with these guys.
Wow.
And I was doing activism back then for a couple of years. And then I got injured in 2003. I got injured. And that my whole life stopped. And then a few years ago, I started this up again with Brian Wilson and with all these other
Wow.
kids.
20
and,
years, though.
Yeah.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, it was New Jersey normal back then.
Yeah. They don't have that anymore, do they?
No.
What's the group called that everybody's like
The
up
New-
in arms about? That they don't like
normal.
But they're not New Jersey normal. They're just
There is a New Jersey normal,
but they're not.
Or Normal of New Jersey, maybe. I'm not sure what it's called, but there is one.
I know they're like up in arms about them right now, right? Like they don't want like to like participate in anything and stuff like that. Like they just want to be credited for everything.
What is it?
Anything like with your boots in the ground, like streetwise, they don't want to get into it. It seems like.
Yeah.
I mean, they are behind the scenes with the politicians now, so I mean, they are doing what they think, but I don't know. They don't support anything we do. Like,
That's
Hey,
okay.
grab a mic. Grab a
any
mic.
marches or anything.
Here.
No, that's all I had to say.
Well, I couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear it, man. I like what you said.
Normal doesn't support any of the marches that we do or
No.
anything like.
That's right.
Any of our smoke outs or
didn't-
anything like that. They say it's not effective, but I think they're wrong on that.
Well, yeah,
but I
that's-
do respect
that's bullshit,
them
though. No,
because they are behind the scenes.
Because when it was
doing stuff that
decriminalized,
we can't do.
When it was decriminalized, though, they said that they are actually effective, but then they say they're not. Like that doesn't make any sense, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
like,
yeah.
come on.
It's
You gotta get your hands dirty too. You know what I mean? Like you can't say, "Well, I'm involved in it, but this is the only thing I'm going to do." Like if you're gonna do something, you gotta go all
the
out.
way. You
Yeah,
can't
like
limit it.
because then the ones that are going all out about it, they're gonna look at you kind of sideways, like, you know?
Right.
Yeah, they don't support civil disobedience. That's what it is. You know, a lot of people don't support civil disobedience.
It works though.
It does work. It's effective.
It does work. It worked in Philly.
Yeah.
With
They're
the smoke outs in Philly every month I went
Now-
to. I
now-
participated in every one of them things.
now in the state of Pennsylvania, they actually want to decriminalize it completely. Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
Tom
yeah,
Wolf.
I did.
Big ups to him. I like
Yeah.
that dude.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah,
Tom Wolf is the man.
But he actually said this, and this is a great point. He said that it actually breaks families apart, which is a good point. I mean, if you're throwing somebody in jail over a plant, like, come on, man. Like, come on. And you're going to destroy an entire family because of a plant? Just give them a
It's
stinking
happened to
ticket.
friends of mine. It's happened to them.
Yeah, I mean, just get. Oh my God, for pot?
Really?
Come on.
Yeah. Yep.
Go on the mic. Say.
Yep. Hello.
Say on the
Hello.
mic, 'cause I got to hear this.
I'm in a DOFUS case right now, and they're trying to take my kids away from marijuana and trying to send me to an intensive outpatient for marijuana, and I do nothing but smoke instead of taking a bunch of pills for my back.
You know what they're going to give you in rehab? Suboxone.
I'm not going. It's an outpatient. It's kind of
Okay.
just I sit there, but I refuse. I will not speak at all.
Oh.
I'll do it for them to keep my kids, but other than that, I don't agree.
I'm sorry to happen.
They tell me I'm a great fit mother, but they want me to go to an intensive outpatient.
They want her to go to this outpatient program for marijuana and have somebody else pick up her kids. Right?
Yeah, they wanted me to go to a program that was all different kinds of hours, and I told them I had to get my kids to and from school, and they told me to have someone else get them That is my job. I'm the mother. I should
Right.
be able to get my kids. That's
right.
hypocritical
That's-
being DIFUS.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a child expert.
Is that your only condition? Is the chronic pain?
Yes, I have and anxiety. I have insomnia.
None of them are any of the conditions. That's
No,
the problem.
That doesn't cover. You're not covered.
How is it for you? What guidelines did you fall under that allowed you to obtain a card?
Spasms, back spasms.
I have 2 herniated discs and sciatic nerve damage.
Are you?
There you go.
Are you diagnosed with back spasms?
I have. Yes, I am.
There you go. Get your
Yes,
card,
I am.
sweetheart.
Go
And
get
that-
your card.
And
They
that'll
want to
get
put me
diapers
on a
off your
bunch
back.
of Percocets or Vicodin that I don't want to be on because
No.
I don't want to be a zombie. I want to be there for my kids
He'll
and
tell
live
you firsthand
longer.
about that.
Yeah.
He told me his
Yeah.
story's horrible.
Same shit.
What was
It's
going on with
horrible.
him?
Yep.
How many a day? How many milligrams a day?
90 milligrams every 3 hours.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
horrible.
Of Roxy.
They had me taking Xanax
Roxy's.
to a milligram every 2 hours. That's insane. I would not be even awake for my kids.
So how can
I
she
refuse.
get some information to get that card for her since she does qualify?
Just Google New Jersey medical marijuanas of New Jersey or something, and it'll come right up. It'll be the first one. Just put it, punch in there, and it'll tell you everything you have to do. If you need a doctor, talk to any of these guys. They'll hook you up with a doctor
Yeah.
right away. And I don't think you
This
just
has
see one
been
doctor,
long.
right? Is it just one doctor?
I go to one doctor.
Yeah, so you'll be cleared
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
You get your card, you show DIFUS your card, done. You're already a patient.
Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Going to court
that's what
and
you need
showing
to
my
do.
card.
Where do you live? What town?
In Pine Hill,
Okay, cool.
So-
Jersey.
South Jersey.
I'm in
yes.
Oakland.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go in front of the Voorhees building soon and protest.
And smoke.
Yes.
I'll smoke with you there. I smoke at all the police stations. So.
Okay. We'll
Yes,
set it up.
Check out Sativa
Sounds
Cross.
good. DIFUS
Front of
ruins
DIFUS
families,
building?
not marijuana. That's all I have
Wow.
to say.
Make sure you have your
It's in
card if you're going to
Voorhees.
do it in front of DIFUS, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
way.
I wouldn't do it stupidly.
Yeah,
Trust me.
because then they'll
Yeah.
really screw you
Really
over.
come
Yeah, that's
down
my
on you.
kids on the line. Trust me.
No,
Yeah.
we're allowed to smoke there, though.
I'm the same way.
We can
trust
smoke
me.
in
Oh,
front
we
of
can
her.
smoke across the street at the mall.
This DIFUS building is that's not a kids building. It's
No, but it is next to a library. I don't know if
That's
that
okay. I
means
can smoke at
anything.
the library. Anybody
Yeah.
can smoke tobacco. I can
Yes.
smoke my marijuana.
Exactly, right
not-
across the
yeah.
street.
Talk to them.
Yeah.
It's next to a public mall too.
Thanks again, everybody.
That's across
Thanks,
the street.
Ricardo.
Thank you,
Ricardo
Ricardo.
Rivera,
Good man.
Tuffy's dad from Tuffy's Fight.
Thank you.
He's a wonderful activist in New Jersey. You can stay and tell your story if you want. I don't mind. I was going to make a phone call to, let's see. So,
I recently just got turned down a job with the Philadelphia Eagles because they found 7 years ago on my record a conditional discharge, and and it caused me to get this job. I really want it, man, and that's really messed up. That's why I fight all the time for this shit to get descheduled, legalized.
where did Wayne Barini go? Wayne Barini. Calling Wayne Barini. Where is Wayne Barini? Where did he go?
Oh, he went inside with Jim.
Oh, they went to go deliver some paperwork.
Yeah, him and Jim went in the building.
Well, I need to take a little break because I need
Yeah.
to smoke and.
Let's do that. Let me turn this
So,
off. Just leave it
yeah.
on. Turn it off.
We'll be right back. This is the Sativa Cross podcast, live from Trenton, New Jersey. Fully Baked Radio. We're outside Chris Christie's office. And this segment was brought to you by medical-freedom.com. Go buy one of Bill's flags. That's a flag with an L. He'll love to sell you one of his flags. One of the ones. Ask for one of the ones he sleeps with. And tell him not to wash it. Right, Bill? We use one of the flags you sleep with. Will you sell one of the flags you sleep with? Will you do that? Get it. Here, give him the mic. Answer
I
that.
don't know if it's, you gotta turn it up. I don't know if it's really on too much. All right.
Will you sell a used flag that you sleep with?
A used flag that you sleep with.
Let's get him ready. All right, he's getting up. Yeah, look out. Look out. Bill's sitting down. That's what he gave me. I made a commercial for him, and that's what he gives me for a commercial. You know how much a commercial's worth? And he gives me a flag. He probably didn't even sleep with that flag. Go ahead, Bill. Tell me.
I thought you accepted that agreement.
What am I gonna do? shake you down for something you don't got?
Question was, would you accept the car flag? And you said yes. And then
I didn't finish the sentence. Yes, among other things. Yes, among a lot of other things. Yes.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Stop exaggerating.
Who makes a commercial for a flag? Who?
Lefty Grimes.
Yeah. And what does that mean? Are you taking advantage of a poor sick? Are you double victimizing me?
As a matter of fact,
Don't double victimize me.
I didn't volunteer to be the victim. You didn't volunteer to be the victim.
Bill.
I thought it was Chris Christie at first. I was like,
Bill, we're talking about medical-freedom.com and your flags.
Actually.
yeah.
Do you bathe with these flags also? What do you do with these flags? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Stop playing with the equipment. Stop it.
Why?
I want to know if you sleep with these flags and if you would sell the ones you sleep with. Flags with an L.
No.
What about the flags without an L?
No.
I knew it. I knew you. I knew it. I knew that about you. See? I tricked you. But I didn't trick you because you knew the answer. You knew what I was getting at. So are you on top or on the bottom when you sleep with these flags?
I'm in the middle.
So you're like a cookie, like an Oreo cookie.
No, I have sheets.
So you put the sativa on top and the indica on the bottom?
Sometimes.
And then you switch it, put the indica on top.
Oh, yeah, definitely after the load of wash, no doubt. I love my creativity.
This is probably the worst interview I've done all
Worst
day.
interview?
All day.
We're talking original thought here.
We're talking about medical-freedom.com, which is the worst website name I've ever... Medical-freedom. Who's going to come up with medical-freedom? Why can't you just be medicalfreedom.com? Medical-freedom? Who's going to remember dash? Who?
It's 2 words.
Medical-dash. Who's going to remember that?
It's 2 words.
Do you get any hits from this? Or anybody coming to your website from this at all?
I don't know.
Why don't you check and find out if this is even worth wasting our 10 minutes talking about this crap?
We're not wasting our time.
I think we are.
No, we're not.
I think it's a waste of time at this point.
Nah.
If you're not getting hits on your website, why are we doing this?
Well, I believe they are.
All right.
I'm just not the technical director of that area.
Please support medical-freedom.com. Flags with an L. And Bill's fat flags friend. Fat friends who are flags. Is that right? That doesn't work either. Flags with an L. How am I getting... I'm trying to sell flags
scrambling?
here. Be dialing, people. Be dialing.
He's scrambling.
So, is that all we have to say about medical-freedom.com?
Well, you asked a question about that. And, it's 2 words, folks. It's real simple. Somebody owns the 1 word, and they want $260,000 for it. I thought they were out of their minds.
That's a lot of money.
So I said, ooh, let me go for...
Was that your love grunt? Was that your love grunt? That was it. That was the love grunt. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Ooh. Come on, do it again. That was good. Ooh. Come on. That was great. Ooh. No wonder you don't get laid. That's awful.
So anyway,
no wonder you have sex in the bathroom.
So the person who purchased medicalfreedom.com as 1 word wanted $260,000.
Wow.
So I decided I'll use a double word, and the only way I was able to do the double word was I had to put the hyphen.
The hyphen.
Well, the computer won't let you run with spaces. It's a solid connection. It won't let you. So anyway, right now that's where the State of Compassion flags are.
So have
medicalfreedom.com.
Have you at medical-freedom.com?
2 words.
Medical-freedom.com. Have you sold any flags since you've talked about defecating in a trash can in Rhode Island? Have your ratings gone up or down since then?
I'm not monitoring that.
I'll buy a flag just for you defecating in the trash can. I will do. If you did that again on camera, I'll buy 10 flags. Do it on camera. You don't have to show your butt. Just sit on a can and stick up the room, and I'll know. That's all I need to know. We'll make a video. We'll have Poe shoot it.
They try to do that, I believe.
I heard. Wayne, is there a video?
And from my understanding, it was the highlight of their life.
That's the best thing I ever heard.
It was a highlight of their life.
The best thing I ever heard this week was you defecating in a trash can. I just heard about this. That's amazing to me that you do. You're hardcore, bro. You are hardcore. I love it. I did that in Irvington once. I pooped in Irvington once like that in a McDonald's cup. In Irvington, we're making a poop in Irvington. I was trying to buy weed in Irvington, and I had to pull over and have a truck. I sat in the back of my truck, in the back of my cab, and I actually pooped inside a McDonald's can, and I left it on the side of the road. It was horrible. It was sweat. It was hot and nasty. It was great. It was bad. It was really bad. Was yours hot and nasty, or was it like just constipated, like rocks, pebbles? How'd it come out?
No, it wasn't nuggets.
What was it, Bill? What if it wasn't nuggets, Bill? What was it?
And it wasn't nuggets, and it wasn't Hershey squirts.
In between, was it like ribbon-like? Stringy?
Well, I don't know about all ribbon spring. Like, all I know is it was shit.
Look what this show has turned into. Jim Miller, we need you back here quickly. Jim Miller, save the day. God help us all.
We can change the subject, but he doesn't want to. We could change the subject, but he does not want to.
Well, who poops in a friggin' trash can, Bill? What are you, 12? Are you 12 years old? Really?
At that moment?
Why would you do that?
Excuse me.
That's horrible.
Well, it was either that or run down my leg.
Like now?
Like
normal? Well, what do you normally do? What do you normally do? This can't be the first time this happened to you then. The first time you go out in public with all my friends and you do that. Really? That can't be the first time. It's like you're a criminal your whole life and you get arrested and you're like, oh, this is the first time I ever did this. No, that's not the first time you pooped in a trash can, Bill. How many trash cans have you pooped in?
On construction sites?
That's a bucket. I've done that in buckets. I agree with you. I would do that. That's cool. But you're in a bathroom, bro. You can't, use a bathroom facility? A urinal? Maybe the urinal would be more funny. A urinal. Or the sink. You're on the radio. On the sink. In Giant Stadium, they use the sink as urinals. I've seen it. In Giant Stadium, I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. It might have been you. Is that how you started with the urinals and you just worked up to a trash can? You just start small and work your way up? You gonna go to a dumpster and start really doing it up in the dumpsters? What's wrong with you?
Do you really expect me to answer this question?
No, I'm embarrassed for you. I can't believe you did this, and I'm talking about this. I don't need to spend 10 minutes talking about this. Don't do stuff like this, and I won't talk about it. It's embarrassing.
For who?
You have gray hair. We're supposed to look up to you. Who? You're our leader, one of our leaders. We have to look up to you. And now you're scaring me.
And then you want to beat me up?
No, I love you. I think you're awesome, but...
Dude, you're fucking beating me up.
I wouldn't be talking about medical-freedom.com if I didn't like you.
But you're still beating me up.
You beat yourself up by pooping in a freaking trash can.
No. Wait a minute.
Jesus,
do you really think that even if I've done that I would broadcast that myself personally? Are you out your mind?
The fact is, you were caught. You were caught this time. You were caught. Red-handed, brown-handed. You were caught.
It was somebody who had a need to feel good about themselves by bringing somebody else down.
No. And how dare you ask somebody else for help? I need help. What do you want? You want to bring you toilet paper? You want someone to come over there and hand you toilet paper while you're stinking up the place with your stench, with your butt? Really? Really?
Actually, I need help over here. I need help. Bring me some toilet paper. I need TP for my bunghole.
And then now right away you think I had nothing better to do than to talk about that. Like I have nothing better to do than to talk about that.
Bill, really? Who did you ask for help? Who were you screaming for help to help you? When you're home, do you yell for help? Like Christy yells for Mary Pat? Mary Pat, give me some TP for my bunghole. Is that what you do? I fall in and I can't get up kind of stuff? I've pooped and I can't wipe. Help me. Help me. I need a wipe. Help me wipe my butt.
Help me wipe my butt, please. Somebody help me wipe it. Please. Please, somebody help me. I can't reach it.
Somebody urinated on the table.
Help me. Somebody help me. I'm in the bathroom by myself. Help me.
Now we educate the kids.
Oh my God. Okay, segue to education. Segue to education, Bill. Go ahead. You do the segue. It's on you. God, talk about education, Bill. Come on. You don't want to talk about this. You're the one who doesn't want to talk about this, so talk about education now. Go ahead. You have the mic. Talk about education. Go ahead. Go. Ready, go.
This is why Stativa Cross is out here every Thursday educating the public.
That's right, Bill. Every week.
Isn't that correct?
Every Thursday we're out here in front of the State House. And we're
educating
and creating awareness with humor and facts. Mostly humor when you're on. When you tell us your stories, that's kind of funny, bro. That's funny. You can't come on here and expect to not talk about your Rhode Island poop stories, bro. Come on.
Bro.
Come on.
I didn't want to really talk
That's
about
amazing.
it.
That's
Now,
amazing.
You know what's amazing?
What?
Is that we want to talk about me going shit. That's what I find utterly amazing. The mentality of the individuals involved could not wait to feel good about themselves by talking and beating someone else down. My experience.
You beat yourself down. You set yourself up for failure, bro.
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't.
Yeah. You set yourself
No,
up.
somebody else decided to run with it because they thought it was a great thing, so they get a ha. I got it. I get it.
You caught him brown-handed. You caught him brown-handed, right?
I've been in those shoes plenty of times, so. But he's real upset with me right now.
You weren't. You're not supposed to poop and tell.
Hey, at least he didn't shit his pants. You know what I mean?
Well, this is what it's going to take for it to fly by. I'm glad and I'm happy that everyone is enjoying themselves at my expense.
Is this medicated?
Bill, you're a good sport.
Imagine if you would. You have nothing else going on in your life, but the biggest piece of excitement was another human being relieving themselves. What a concept.
And what a relief it was.
That's what I hear. Jesus, Bill. I heard they were all pointing and laughing at you after that.
Oh, are you kidding me? They're still going. This has not stopped.
I forgot to bring the garbage can.
You know what I mean? This is not going to stop. It's going to take a while for it to blow over.
Bill, I have a bucket over here. You stay away from that bucket. That's my equipment only.
Dave's calling them Oscar.
Oscar? Oscar? Oscar.
I can't cry.
Oh God, Bill, I'm so embarrassed for you.
Why?
Because that's horrible. Horrible.
What's horrible?
It's funny. It's just you don't even realize how horrible this is. You're trying to play this off like it's all good, but it's really awful.
Dude.
It's awful, Bill.
Dude, there's no play here.
No, dude, this is awful.
It's a sad state of affairs.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Oh, thank you.
What did you wipe with? Please tell me what you wiped with.
Oh, the end of the trash can.
No, you didn't.
And then,
Jesus, Bill. That's it. We're going to break. See you later. I'm done. I can't take any more. Bill, I'm done. Goodbye. Goodbye, Bill. I've had it. I can't take any more, Bill. I'm shocked and disturbed.
Wow.
Get out while it's funny.
A lake of jive, a living jive, earth's rightful ruler, I will say. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Seek the seat of the scornfulness and the ways of the righteous. For in the Lord of the Lord God, I meditate day and night. Therefore, I will never fight, you know. Me say that Jah we a deal with. A Jah we a deal with. Sing he say that Jah we a deal with. I
again. But you end up sick again, and you end up weak again. Babylon. You better know, you better understand. The right, you know, you better you will be saved. Babylon, this is the final day. Babylon, this is the final call. Read the writing that's on the wall. Sit by the peace there, and together we fall. You never know that. You're not gonna catch me in a rat trap. We're not gonna fall in on your dead trap. No way.
Fully Baked Radio. Ignorance is no excuse tour. Here with Jim Miller from the Coalition for Medical Marijuana, New Jersey. What's up, Mr. Miller?
We went in and delivered one letter today. Went in with a constituent of James Holsaffel, same district as me, asking for co-sponsorship of the Senate version of the bill that would add post-traumatic stress to the list of acceptable indications. And
was he there?
No, we didn't see anybody today. I mean, we saw the same woman at the office, the Senate Minority Office. And
no Tom Kane today?
No Tom Kane today. No. Actually, though, he has his own office on the way in. We looked over and it said Senate Majority Office Leader. And we said, well, they got an office here, but then it said Tom Kane on it. So it's his own office is like right there for the walking in, which may come in handy because he did indicate he wanted to talk about it further.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did.
So it is nice to be taking part in the process, looking for co-sponsorship of this bill. And I'm loving pointing out that 13 no votes in the assembly were all from one political party.
You keep saying that. But you don't mention what party, but you keep saying it.
I don't have to mention what party. There's only one party that would do that. So it's not a matter of me having a preference. You could call them Jets and Sharks. It wouldn't matter. Democrats, Republicans. There's one is the party of obstruction when it comes to cannabis laws of any type.
Yeah.
And one party is for personal freedom. And yet the same party is the one that's against personal freedom to use cannabis as medicine. So I guess it depends what personal freedom they're talking about.
Yeah, it's only personal freedoms for certain things. When cannabis is on the table, it's like, oh, no, we don't believe in personal freedoms for that. Personal freedoms except for that.
Well, if the discussion were had and back and forth where they didn't just throw out a sound bite and disappear, like hit and run style, any one of the 13 Republicans who voted no in the assembly, if they sat down on record for 5 minutes to discuss why they did that, they wouldn't have their own individual sign here. It's partly what they voted against that we don't like, but more importantly is they do not say why. I don't know that they even know why. So, look like you're getting ready to make a phone call.
This should be interesting.
Who's that?
Guys, thank you for having me on.
Hey, thank you.
Well, we'll see you again. Gonna be next week if you can. Yeah, it always is,
Thanks. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice remembering. See you again, I hope. Sounds like you're being jammed. Electronic.
It's not good. It's my microphone. Oh, I have to do something here. Nah, it's not that. It's this thing. Oh, this is a little wet here.
Still a work in progress.
Oh, we have a hole in the tent here.
No.
We have a hole in the tent.
No.
Yes, we do. There's a hole in the tent, and it's leaking on the computer.
That's not good.
Yeah, so we'll have to take care of that next time. Yeah, I didn't notice that. We have some water leaking here.
No, that's not good.
And I think we'll live, but...
You want to move it down this way a little bit?
No, we'll be okay. We'll live. We're just... We're on the last segment. We're just going to make this quick phone call here.
This is going to be a surprise.
If we can do it.
First?
We're calling Edipure. They're the company that used Jax's image without Jenny's approval. We're going to ask them why they did that. Why they used his image. Let's see if we get an answer here.
You're going to tell them,
You're on air? You're on air.
You're on the air.
You're on air?
You're on the air.
Supposed to say it quick.
Yeah, we're calling Edipure.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Yes, hi. You're on the air with SativaCross.com. We're calling to find out why you used Jackson's image in your products to sell your product Edipure. We don't appreciate that in New Jersey. Jackson used to live in New Jersey, and he's an American refugee living in Colorado right now, and your company has double victimized this young boy, and we'd like to know why you're making money off of the back of suffering children. Can you please, I don't want them to call me. What can I say? What do I do with these people? How about we call you back? We'll call you back when we're back on the air next week on Thursday. We're podcasting outside of Chris Christie's office every Thursday, so we'll try you back again next week. How about that? How's that sound? How about that, Jim?
I think that would be appropriate. I mean, the idea of using a sick child's picture without the permission from the mother is part of the problem, not part of the solution. You know, making money, everybody's got to make money, but you don't do that without asking permission, and they did. So I don't have anything nice to say about it. You know, maybe they have an explanation. You should wait and hear it first.
I don't appreciate anybody using patients and using kids to make money without their permission. And, give Jackson some money. Give Jack some money. Okay, so we'll talk to you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, yeah, I don't appreciate that.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
When did this
That happened a couple days ago. Jenny was here 2 weeks ago.
Right.
She goes back to Colorado. Her son gets suspended. Jackson gets suspended from school. And now there's a company using his image. So.
And he got suspended.
And he got suspended. Plus, they're double victimizing him.
He got suspended for having his medicine with him in school.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure he.
Why was he suspended?
He was suspended for having his medical marijuana in school with him. And he can't make those decisions, so it's not like he did anything wrong. You know, his mom made a mistake, not him. You know, his mom packed his lunch for him, and Jackson's being punished for his mom's mistake.
I thought they were allowed to have their medicine in school.
They're passing a law for that now, I believe, right? Is that correct, Jim? They're passing the law now?
I believe it's being addressed, whether or not it gets passed, though.
Yeah, it is being addressed. Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought that had already been addressed.
It's whatever it takes
So
to
much
keep
for what
this
I
from
thought.
kids, you know? I mean, it's again, it would be the people in school who should understand this more than anybody, the people taking care of them.
Well, can they give Adderall in that school and OxyContin to kids in that school? I believe they can.
I don't know.
I think they
Yeah,
can.
I think if their medicine was in the original container, they could have that with them. I know they couldn't bring it loose.
Oh, yeah. I think Jackson had a pill in his lunchbox. Maybe it was just a loose pill.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do
Maybe.
that.
You can't do that.
Almost anywhere.
Yeah, but who do you suspend, though? That's what I don't know. I don't understand why Jax is in trouble. He didn't do anything wrong.
Well, you suspend them after hearing about it first. Who did they talk to?
Certainly didn't talk to Jax.
They didn't talk to Jenny, and they didn't talk to Jax. They suspended him based on very little.
Reefer
You know, I mean,
Madness.
see, even I said maybe we should talk to them. Maybe they have a reason we're not aware of. I say that instinctively, you would think they would do Jackson the same courtesy and say maybe there is a good reason. Let's hear it first and then act on it, as opposed to let's act now and then sort it out later. That just makes no sense at all. It's the easy way out, though. It's zero tolerance keeps people from needing any cognizant abilities at all.
Look at Jenny Barber. She was the young girl.
Oh, man.
You know, she has seizures in Jersey. She needs her medication at school. And they made a compromise, which they never followed through with. The compromise was the mother would have to go to school, take the daughter across this highway, walk her across this highway where trucks and cars go really fast. I've seen it. I was there.
Yeah.
Trucks, huge trucks are on this road doing 50
No
miles an hour.
25-mile-an-hour school zone?
There is, but these trucks are doing 40 and 50.
Yeah.
I was there. I filmed. I saw these trucks flying by.
Yeah.
So you want a mother to take a poor child who's suffering, who's autistic, basically, across the street, and then back across the street again to medicate her? Really? That's the answer. But that compromise never came about. They just said no, you can't use cannabis at all. So now they're going to federal court, the Barbers. Well, good for them. Good for them. I hope they win, and I know they will win, because this is bullshit. Can I say it? Is there any kids? This is
it one.
bullshit.
You know, and should they even lose in court, it's going to certainly open up a window to where people see this, and that is usually where change begins, when everybody knows.
When enough
about
people
the
suffer
problem.
and die, we get change.
Yeah, a little late for them.
Yeah.
But, you know, as a mother, she's just doing everything she can, so.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah. It's you know, you would think with children needing this medicine that it would be a lot easier.
You heard the struggle Ricardo's going through.
Oh, man.
We still have Tina here and Jenna. They're still here.
There's a lot we don't know about.
And there's a lot of stuff we don't hear about because we don't see them day to day.
Well, maybe when it gets warmer and over the summer, when kids are not in school, hopefully we can attract some people who are having this experience to come on out.
I think you will, Jim, because you're very attractive. So I think that you will attract people.
There you go. You know, you attract people. You know, maybe not for the right reasons, but it'll be different this year. We were in front of the State House 20 times last year before Thanksgiving every Thursday, and 33 times this year. This is 8 with 25 left to go. But we got the podcast this year. This is where they have a forum to come and not just try to hand out to people when they do pass by. They can sit down and be on record on the podcast.
Interact.
interact. People can see them that aren't here.
Talk to the world.
And it becomes a little bit clearer. It's heartbreaking as it is. It really is. I don't know what it's full time taking care of a special needs child, more than full time. So to have to do anything else on top of that, is that not why we do what we do? To take some of the pressure off.
Well, being it's Cheryl's birthday, your wife Cheryl, your late wife Cheryl, affected me to the point where I started my activism with you guys. Back how many years ago that was?
15.
15?
Yeah. Give or take.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. And it's very appropriate that we're here on a Thursday celebrating her birthday.
May 21st.
She's the reason that a lot of us are here. Many of us are here. She's the reason you're here.
Still. Yeah.
Still.
Well, I made seriously, I made a deathbed promise. And, I didn't see it coming. When we found out that her time had come and she was not going to live much longer at all, I told her, first I had to tell her that she was going to die, which is a very tough thing to tell somebody. And then I told her that I was tired and that I did not feel I could keep up the activism anymore, that I really, really, really was worn out. To which she was supposed to say something like she always would, like, "Oh, honey, that's okay," or whatever. She looked at me and said, "But you have to." It totally surprised me. She'd never in her life, to that point, said I had to do anything. So she reminded me that years before, when we found out that it worked for her, I said, "We can do this quietly or we can tell the world." And she didn't understand the choice. She said, "Don't you wish we'd found out sooner?" And this was 1990, late 1990. I'd watched her go downhill steadily for 6 years then. And I said, "Yeah, I wish somebody told us a long time ago." And she said something to the effect of, "We shouldn't want somebody to do something for us we're not willing to do for somebody else." So she reminded me of that when I told her I was tired and I couldn't keep doing this. And she said, "Don't you wish you'd known sooner?" It reminded me, and I told her that I'd make a deal. I wouldn't always be showing up, and I didn't think I'd be taking the lead, but I would ask myself if Cheryl was alive, would she take part? And if the answer was yes, I'll do it. And honestly, it comes down to that a lot of times when I get tired. And I think this year, I didn't want to do 33 Thursdays in a row. I have to be there every Thursday. I have to, be ready. You spend more time doing this than me. But, I think about that. So she inspires me still, both of us. And what are the odds that we would keep this going if it was just the two of us and we'd be here every Thursday? And, I can't say we don't complain, because sometimes I do. But it's a regularity, so when somebody might say, "Oh, that Jim Miller, he's a tireless advocate," that's as wrong as could be. I've been tired for a long time. I'm very, very, very tired. But if you want to call me tenacious, I would agree, as are you. So, we want people to take part, and we've done everything we can. If you can't be here, we'll podcast it for you. If you can't come deliver your own letter, we'll do it for you. If you need help writing a letter, we'll do it for you. And
all services.
Hopefully,
full service activism here, folks.
Hopefully it catches on, because I don't want to believe that people are making excuses.
Jim, how is this not going to catch on? Let me explain something to you.
Sure.
There's 300 million people here in the United States, right? About that?
Yeah, a lot.
All right. How many people are doing podcasts outside the governor's office? Out of those 300 million? I'll wait. I'll wait while you count up the number.
I would think it'd be in one place, and that would be here. A weekly. I don't believe there's a weekly demonstration that I've ever heard of anywhere. It may start out like that and get 4 or 5 weeks, but we did do 20 in a row last year, and we're at 8 in a row now. I'm going to be missing one July 2nd. I don't want it to get to be July 1st before people go, "Wait, Jim's not going to be here tomorrow." So one time you can carry on without me. I'll be
Okay.
out of the country.
No problem. So, Jim, out of those 300 million people, we've determined that there's only a couple that do podcasts outside the governor's office. Out of those 300 million people, how many are smoking weed outside the police stations and putting videos up about that, too? I'll wait while you count those numbers up, too. Go ahead. Count the numbers up.
Yeah, you don't have to wait long, do you? I don't even need a whole hand.
Oh, so nobody's doing what we're doing, and we have how many people watching this show? Zero. Zero people watching our show, and we're smoking pot at police stations. We're podcasting outside the governor's office. What more do you want us to do? You want Jim to stand on his head? What more do you want us to do to get to you people? Nobody's doing the stuff we're doing. You'd rather listen to hacks on the radio instead of us? Really? Hacks like the guy in Robbinsville? That Robbinsville radio station, Jibo? What kind of radio station you running there, Jibo?
I'm an activist. I support the Constitution. But I'm going to charge you $500 an hour to use my studio.
Guess what, Jibo? Guess how much this costs here? Guess how much this costs to run here? It costs me nothing. It costs Jim Miller, what, $30 a month about, right, to run this thing? $57 a month to run this thing. And you're charging our poor producer $500 a month to sit there and do nothing? I've never been to a radio station in my life that had no headphones. I had to bring my own headphone mixer. Really? Jibo?
Yeah, you're better off now.
What kind of an idiot station are you running over there, Jibo? Oh, my God. I've never seen such crap in my life.
Well, it's not watching.
Bunch of hacks. You know, you tell me, oh, yeah, no, listen to me. I've been doing radio and AV for 35 years. I know what the hell I'm doing. I worked at Bell Labs 21 years. I wasn't just a schlep that schlepped wires around, all right, Jibo? I was the guy who ran the building. I had sound guys that came to me for answers. I ran the whole building, okay, Jibo? There's nothing you're going to tell me about anything. So when you tell me that you got hacked by hackers, that your stream went down because of Chinese hackers, I know you're full of it. There's no Chinese hackers. What? Chinese hackers? You hit the wrong button. You hit the blue button instead of the red button, Gino. You idiot. Chinese hackers. We're supposed to believe that?
They're conspiracy theorists. They'll believe anything. They're potheads.
No. We're not idiots like you, Jibo.
So Jibo's not coming to your next party?
Jibo, I feel bad for the guys that work for you. Poor Ruben and Dan. I feel bad for those guys. They're so in over their head. They're on a sinking ship. Oh, my God. Dan, you guys will be working for me someday. Trust me. I'll get you out of there. I promise I'll get you out of there. And I know you want to talk crap about your boss, and you can't, but I will. The guy's a moron, and he's an idiot. All right? Right, Ricardo?
Absolutely.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
You just got endorsement. I mean, you're an idiot. That's why we're not there anymore. That's why we're not there anymore, because you stink. You hit the wrong button. Hit the blue button instead of the red button, you moron. Idiot.
Got a lot of passion for Jibo.
Yeah, Jibo's an idiot, charging us $500 a month.
I'm an activist. I'm going to charge you $500 a month as an activist.
You're a big phony. You're a fake phony fraud. That's why we're not there.
How many months did you pay that?
I didn't pay it. Our poor producer did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, this is actually the coalition's paying for the majority of this.
There you go.
For medical marijuana.
There you go. That's activism, Jibo. This is activism. You're a friggin' capitalist.
I believe in the Constitution.
Yeah, you sure do, capitalist pig.
Well, here's where believing in the Constitution comes into play, because the Constitution is what gives us the right to be here.
I like that.
So we don't just believe in it, we use it.
Free speech zone.
Free speech zone, right up next to the steps. I don't think we're 30 feet from the doorway that people walk into, the front doorway. We get to talk about medical marijuana in front of school class after school class, coming in, coming out. So anyway, listen, we'll keep doing it. People are going to tune in or they're not. They're going to take interest or they won't. They're going to help or they won't. But it won't be because we didn't offer the outlet. And then, if it doesn't work out, I can say, well, people suck, and we gave them a chance. It wasn't like we assumed we wouldn't have help and didn't do anything. We put it out there every week. And it pays dividends whether or not people show up or whether they tune in. What are you calling that?
Hempwick. I want some Hempwick.
So now it's all stuck to the bubble wrap.
Who's that?
Coming now.
Hempwick. I want some Hempwick.
Yeah,
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 808979127 is not available.
Yes, hi. You're on the air with Lefty Grimes. I'd like you to send me a ton of the Hempwick, so I can talk about it on the radio. I want like a ton though. I want like 10 cases. How do I get that? I can't give you my number, so I'll have to call you back. I'll call you back. I'm on the air every Thursday from 11 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. I know you're in Hawaii. What time is it in Hawaii? Does anyone know what time it is in Hawaii?
I think it's a 5 or 6 hour difference.
So, are they open yet? Let's see. They should be open. Yeah, you guys should be open by now. I don't know why you're not open. You should be open. What are you guys doing over there in Hawaii? Are you guys stoned or what?
We counted on our fingers. We know you're open.
Yeah, we counted. I counted all my fingers. You guys are open. So answer your phones. We need some Hempwick here in New Jersey. I'll call you back next week. So answer your phone. Goodbye. And we're on the air. I told you that already. I'm posing for a picture.
I just like taking.
All right. So here, I'm gonna do it the way.
So thank you for listening to our broadcast today. Please tune in every week to hear our show from 11 to 2 on Thursday. Thank you very much. This is Wayne Barini signing off now.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was kidding. That's just my generic voice of whatever. I don't know. No, I'm sorry. This is Wayne Barini. I'm signing off now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Here, Wayne, why don't you sign us off? Here, you sign us off with your big boy voice.
Big boy voice.
I'm not doing my voice.
Take us home.
Take us home.
This is SativaCross.com. Listen to us every Thursday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Ustream. Yeah, because I'm lefty.
That was awful.
At least I didn't give you the girl voice.
I don't sound like that, first of all.
Yes, you do.
This is Wayne. Hey, Lefty, how you doing today? Do you have any more weed I can smoke or weed? Have another lighter to steal?
So it's the other way around.
I'm setting the narrative here.
I set the narrative here, not you.
Boys and girls,
Thank
what
you.
time is it?
Thank you for listening. You get bonus time today of
Wow,
20
it's
minutes.
21.
And
21 minutes.
We'll see you again on hopefully Monday. Are you driving me Monday too?
Yes.
All right. We'll see you again Monday then.
Monday, but I thought we were doing something Friday night on Sativa
We could
Cross.
do that Friday night too.
So,
Sounds good.
Check us out on Ustream. Peace.
Peace out, y'all. See you next week.
Balls.
Thanks for tuning in.
Don't hurt nobody.
Just doing that.
See ya!
can be the first to get the scoop on AOL Radio. The all-new AOL Radio Guide is the place to find out about what's hot on AOL Radio. The top 11 most popular stations, new features, exciting contests, and more. To check out the AOL Radio Guide,